It's Jessie May, it's Park. We knit and we knat and we chit and we chat and we knit and we knat and we chit and we chat and we knit and we knat and we chit and we chat and we knit and we knat and we chit and we chat and we knit and we knat and we chit and we chat.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 6.
It's Jessie May.
It's Park.
We knit.
We knat.
We chit.
We chat. Welcome to
to
our
our
web
web
show.
Sorry, I forgot my lines. It's been so long.
We forgot our lines. We felt like there was so much time between last episode and this episode, but also then we're already here. It went by very fast.
Too fast. some
Hello
might say.
to everybody in the chat.
Hi to
I'm seeing
Colorado, Nebraska, Minnesota, Seattle,
North
North
Carolina,
Michigan, Wisconsin, Lake Superior.
Yes, Lake
Get you
Superior
Goomy.
has been calling to me lately.
We love you.
Love it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Episode 6. Can you believe it? It's already been technically half a year.
Right. Oh,
6 months.
who knew?
Who knew? That's
Who knew we
just
would
what
last this
happens.
long?
If you are new here, I'm Park Williams of Park and Knit.
I'm Jessie May Martinson of Jessie May Designs.
Yes. What else could we say? We both live in Chicago.
We both have big boobs,
Oh, yes. Yours kind of make mine look really small, especially in this.
but you're skinny, so proportionally.
It's true. It's true. We both live in Chicago. I actually this week hit my 9 years in Chicago.
And I this week hit my 19 years in Chicago.
Only 10 years separating us. Why aren't you liking holding my hand?
I always get yelled at for having a limp handhold.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gentle.
Gentle. Well, we have a great show for you tonight. First of all, we would like to say happy Leo season. We're getting it
Rawr.
in. Rawr. In
That's
the
what really is.
In the last 2 days, you have 2 more days to soak up Leo season. Let's shout out some famous Leos. Famous to this show, my life, your life, Caden McGreevy. That is the name of my boyfriend. And also the artist behind the beautiful animation artwork that you just saw and our logo.
And many fun and secret projects that we'll be able to talk about soon.
True.
Um,
Caden McGreevy has just roared in the chat.
Aw, cute. Today, our mutual friend, our fishing guide that we met when we were in Zihuatanejo, his name is Pedro.
Pedro.
We became friends on Facebook, and Pedro messaged me, and I said, oh yeah, Park and I hope we can come back soon. And he said, I saw Park this year. She came with her cool boyfriend.
Yeah. So, Caden, I hope you know that your coolness is even
If Pedro
known
thinks you're
by
cool,
Pedro.
it's real.
It is real.
Because Pedro is the coolest person we've ever met.
Do we have any other Leos in the chat? Because we would like to say happy birthday to you. Jessie and I love Leo energy.
It's true.
Neither of us have it, but we love it.
I don't have any Leo on my chart, but another famous Leo, my partner, Sage, has a lot of Leo in their chart. Leo Moon, Leo Rising, and Leo Mars. Taurus Sun.
Maya and
So-
Gloria also have Leo risings, and Maya also has a Leo Mars.
Many people we love.
Many.
Many beloveds.
And hopefully some also in the chat. Amanda, happy Leo season to you.
Happy Leo season, Amanda.
Rawr.
Rawr.
Well, shall we start our show?
I think we have our screen. Our,
Our thumbnail. Rawr.
our thumbnail. Caden's going to hate editing around those hands.
Oh, that's true. Put him like this.
Thanks for letting us get that out of the way.
Thanks
There's-
for letting us start the show like we
I-
just did.
I need to let you know that at the end of every show, we have little notes like, make sure you did this, this, and this. And one of the things is make sure you post for a thumbnail. But we've been very good about noticing
one thing
when
we're never
being-
going to miss is how we should be looking as a thumbnail. We're gonna be like, ooh, that should be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Laura, happy Leo season.
Happy Leo season, Laura. Laura the Leo.
Laura the Leo. Rawr.
Rawr.
We have a great show for you tonight.
We hope.
We hope. You be the judge.
You'll be the judge of that.
But we would like to begin our show now. Orders of business.
In the knit section.
In the knit section.
In the knit section, we will be talking about. That reminded me of Gloria's audition tape.
Yes, our friend Gloria. One time when we were at on a cabin trip, Gloria had to film a self tape, and I was helping her film it, and she says, "Oh, we just lost it," because she was filming it and she was being so doing such a good job acting, but then she said, "First of all, it's a sketch." And it was supposed to be, first of all, it's a sketch, like a schedule. And she goes, "First of all, it's a sketch."
But
and
also, who calls it a sketch?
Yeah, sorry if the writer of that audition is watching Knit Nat Chit Chat. I'm sure you are.
For
sure.
Sure.
But the writing was not great. However, that I had to, as the reader off screen, I had to do my best to not laugh, but I really couldn't handle it, and we knew we were going to film it anyway. But that has become lore now. First of all, it's a sketch.
It's a sketch.
So funny.
So in the Knit Nat section, we'll be talking about everything we always talk about, plus a mysterious crochet friendship blanket.
Mm-hmm. Yarn shop hauls.
And what we actually ended up packing for our trip, since we did like a packing, episode last time. We wanted to talk about what actually, made the cut.
So. In the Chit Chat section, we will be talking about our trip to Washington. We have some very fun things to speak about, like cabin karaoke. That's just a little sprinkle of something to come.
Yeah.
And I have some long-awaited Paige and Azzi update. Okay? And there will be other things.
Okay. Great.
Knit Nat
portion. What's everyone knitting?
What is everybody knitting?
We're not going to tell you what we're knitting until at least 5 people tell us what they're knitting, so consider yourself hostage.
We'll sit like this.
If we have to sit forever.
Probably there's going to be like an ad playing or something, so we'll have to sit for so long. I am going to tell you guys what I'm knitting right now because, sorry, mine is not very fun because I don't even have a prop to show you. It's what I was knitting last time, which is, I'm really liking how it's turning out, and I am sorry that I didn't bring it, but it's my Noro design that is like a really thick raglan with a gushy, like kind of mocky turtleneck and wide sleeves, and then I'm doing it like kind of cropped and a big old ribbing, and I'm on the sleeves.
It's
right
cute.
Now. Thank
The
you.
yarn is so pretty.
Okay, let's see what people are knitting.
Whoa. There's so much.
Whoa. Shirt of Fire and Ice.
Cold shoulder crop.
Cold shoulder crop.
Somebody just finished my test knit. Thank you.
Ooh, Northwoods V-neck. That'll be perfect for fall.
It will.
Okay, lots.
So many. I mean, it's coming. It's too hot to handle for us right now. There's so much.
Yeah, it's the chat. I can't keep up. Okay, a dress, amazing. A baby beanie that's a mushroom, cute. Improvising a camera strap, very
Love
cool.
that.
Okay, good. You guys are now welcome to continue knitting and watching the show.
And finally, now that my needs have been met.
And now Jessie will share what she
I'll
is
share
knitting.
what I'm knitting. I am knitting a new pair of socks. A new sock design.
Oh, yes.
So I just started it. I mean, I wrote it and then I started it and then I was like, I had a really specific thing I was trying to achieve with these, and I don't know that I'm achieving it. I wanted something kind of romantic but kind of elegant and simple, and this is just looking a little more I don't know, Victorian. A little bit less simple than I
Hey guys,
imagined.
don't look at my nails, okay? They are not beautiful today.
Like this.
I'll do it like this.
So we have a lace portion in the middle, and then we have a cable, and then we have more lace after that.
pretty.
And we have a little V, detail. This is M1 Yarns Beach Sand.
Very pretty.
And so it's not going exactly how I had hoped or exactly in a way that I had envisioned. But I think I will still go with it and just
Yeah.
I'll go in the direction it's taking me.
Yeah, you'll listen to the sock.
I'll listen to the sock
and let it lead.
and let it lead, and I can always do my other thing later.
Yeah.
I do think that it is very pretty,
I agree.
but it's not what I was imagining. So, but this is what I have, and the yarn is gorgeous. It's like it looks like beach sand in that very sort of like neutrally.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's gorgeous.
It's a neutral that goes a little warm, and
Yeah.
when you bought it, it's definitely like warmer in the color, but
Yeah.
it's still is like a gray, but a beautiful beige
Sandy gray.
Sand is perfect for that.
Yeah. So this will be a new sock that I'll probably release. I don't know, maybe a couple months. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Love that.
Who knows?
Let me
Yeah, that's
show-
what I have on the needles.
Speaking of the socks, this is what I want to have on my needles again. Socks. I'm back. Jessie,
I killed her.
yeah, this happens every time. I go through a sock phase and then I don't want to knit socks again, and then Jessie teaches me a new way of knitting socks and I go, oh, I want to knit them again. And I don't think I ever had done the 2 at a time toe up. I've done the toe up. That was the first way that you got me into knitting socks. And then 2 at a time I did while we were at the cabin this past month, and I loved it. And this is the same one. You would probably recognize this because it's the same one that the yarn that Jessie has shown before, but this is the colorway Enchanted Forest. So it's Misty Alpaca hand paint sock.
Babe, do you feel like it went faster?
Yes.
You're
It went
turning fewer
faster.
times. Like, you have to turn twice as many times when you do 2 separate socks.
The 2 at a time also, okay, this is what really changed it for me. Doing the 2 at a time, and while I did it, perfecting my pattern. Like, this is the pattern I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I know how I like to do my toe, and then I know now I did a German short row heel, and that was super great for me because
Yeah.
it's like no breaking of the yarn, no afterthought heel, no, I just loved doing it. And you get both of them out of the way, and so when you cast off, and you
Yeah.
have 2 socks.
So did you use the whole skein? They're very long.
No, I didn't. I still had left over.
Nice. You could probably still make shorties. They look long in the foot, too.
Yeah, I think they're long in the foot because
Oh, they're thin.
they are, yeah, I think they're a little too small, so I needed to make them longer. But I wanted to make them long in the calf too.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy about them, and now I need to cast on another pair.
This is a yarn that I had picked up when I was on my trip to Washington in May at Diva Yarns. And then we went back to Diva Yarns last month while we were in Washington. And Park and James also got a skein. But since we're talking about them,
Yeah.
this is also in my recently finished. I made a pair of socks for my partner in the same
Cute.
yarn.
Is this that old Flegel Heagle?
It's the whole Flegel Heagle, babe. It's these are. This is what the heel looks like. This is the Misty Alpaca hand paint in Gaudi's Park, and it's so pretty. It's so soft.
It's so soft, and
It's
it
so
makes you
soft.
just want to, like, the color changes make you just want to keep knitting your sock.
Yeah.
So I kind of was like, I wanted to cast on another pair of socks, but I was like, can I do it in a non-self-striping yarn? Because I might get sad.
Yeah,
not
I know.
having the color.
It's a little depressing. So, like I said, these are kind of bigger. I knit them for my partner, but I still have, like, a significant amount of yarn. I could probably make some for myself. But this yarn is amazing. It is not superwash, so it is hand wash necessary. But I think a lot of people don't put their socks in the wash anyway. I do because I'm bad.
Valley is asking if we have a favorite vanilla sock pattern.
Yes.
And so we both, for our toe up, started with Tanis's Trusty Toe Up Socks, it's
Tanis
called.
Lavely.
And it's, Trusty Toe Up Sock.
By
And
Tanis Fat Fiber Arts, I think is.
yes, is her name.
Is her name.
And now I love that pattern, but I've just like made little adjustments for myself of like the toe that I like a little bit better. And the reason I do the toe different is not because of shaping, it's just like for my own brain. I do the version that's the yarn over the first round, and then the non-increase round you knit that yarn over through the back loop, because it helps me like keep track of my increases or like what row I'm on. And then I've adjusted the pattern to be a German short row heel. I think she has the option in that pattern for the afterthought heel or a short row heel, but it's a wrap and turn short row heel, and I don't like to do those. I only like to do German short row, so that's the one I've been doing, but I just kind of adjust it.
It's a great pattern, though, super basic toe up pattern, and specifically written, I think, for self-striping yarn. That's why we started it. I, too, alter my toe shaping a little bit. I have long toes, so sometimes I like a toe that's a little bit longer. And then, as we know, I've been doing a Flegel heel. Sometimes I'll do a German short row heel. I actually find that a Flegel heel fits me a little bit better because you can, the instep can be adjusted to be a little bigger. I usually like this part tight, this part a little bigger, and then I like this to kind of be tight again. But I have like a little bit of a wide or high instep, so and wide feet, honestly. But we love that sock pattern.
Those are our socks.
This is our matching socks.
Cute. I'll match Sage. Cute.
Yeah. I love knitting other people's socks. I frequently am giving socks away.
And the other people love you knitting them
It's
socks.
true.
Spoken from someone who's gotten a lot of her beautiful socks.
It's true. And everybody I knit socks for is very knit-worthy, as they say. Sage, everything that he wears is like old. He wears like his dad's old. He just like keeps things for a long time and takes care of them, which I love.
That's great.
So, look at this.
Wow, that's
We have
long
a really long
hair.
alpaca hair that's like sticking out of the toe.
Give it a little haircut.
Can you see it? It's kind of perverted. It's like real long.
They can't
really
see it.
Okay, well, just trust me.
Okay, babe. We need to talk about what you're wearing right now.
I'm wearing my Naiad pullover. This is what it looks like. I realize in the photos that you can't see the neckline in any of them because my hair is just always covering them. But
So
this is
look
what
now.
it looks like. Here, I'm going to give you a treat.
Yeah, a real treat.
This is what the neckline looks like. And then this is, sorry,
It's
babe.
okay,
This is
babe.
what the sleeve looks like. It has a little lateral braid detail here. It has a lateral braid detail here. And I love it. It's like, I don't know.
It's
I
gorgeous.
like it. Yeah.
So we're bringing that up because it was released today.
It's available. It can be yours.
Let me
if you're
show you.
brave.
Let me show you the beautiful photos that I took of Jessie modeling it, and put it in your Ravelry libraries. Look how gorgeous.
So pretty, babe. Good job.
So pretty of you. Good
I
job.
love the photo of... I love photos where you can't see my face, so I love the photo that's just the sleeve.
It's so pretty. So that was just released today. Do you want to talk about it?
I feel like I've said everything
Ritual
there is to say.
Dyes.
Oh, it's Ritual Dyes Undine in, what's it called? Prairie Flax. And it's such a pretty, you all know that I'm on a little bit of a dusty blue kick. I like these like kind of French blue type colors. I think they look really good on me.
They do.
No offense, because my skin is a little bit orange. I don't know, I like it a lot. And the texture is like really sensual and fun.
And it's almost like ropey.
It is.
It's like feels kind of like a rope.
It feels a little like a net, like you're
Yeah.
a fish that's being like brought up from the water, and you're you're like stuck in a net, but it's in a sexy way, not a scary way.
Yeah.
And it's so airy. It almost kind of feels like brioche, I want to say.
It does.
I don't know. It's a sensual delight. When we were at an event, I was wearing this and I kept making people
Stick their hand.
do this to like feel it.
Tiki tiki.
Not
Sorry.
tickling me on live.
I apologize. I apologize to everybody, and I take accountability.
That reminds me of the most perverted thing that Park likes to do, which is
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
I will be sitting knitting peacefully on a chair, and she walks by and she grabs my big toe and goes,
I don't do it like that. If these are your toes, I do it like this.
puts a
It's
chill
called
down
a
my
toe
spine.
hug, okay? A toe hug, and it's a form of love.
I can't believe you just fished into my armpit on
Okay,
live.
so speaking of what we are wearing, I am wearing also a Jessie made designs because I wanted to match her. And this is her rolled edge tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is in
Farmer Daughter Fibers.
Farmer Daughter Fibers.
Confluence Cotton.
Confluence Cotton. And this yarn has such a like nice feel. It's like
And look at this little cute
look at this little
hem.
dipped hem. Done without we're having to work. Well, no, you are working flat, but it's short rows that create that effect. I love this top. I love the neckline. I love the fit. I think it's very elegant. I loved the photo shoot. We shot it
this
with
was
Jinkos.
last
Really
year.
cute. Yeah, last year. And it's, as you can see, I've been very into blue.
Yes.
For baby blue.
And
for
we were noticing how we
a
are
while.
matching the surroundings right now. The blue
yeah, so
city.
it's all a little bit washed. Oh no, I didn't turn the light on. Let's do
Oh,
that later.
We need to stop the stream.
stop
and
the
start
stream.
over.
Stop the stream. Here, let's decide.
We need to stop and restart.
What do we think? Orange?
no.
How
Blue.
about blue?
Yeah, blue.
Blue. All right, blue it is.
Speaking
thanks.
of releases, one more release that we need to talk about, which is my salty water tank.
Yeah, upcoming.
Let me show you. Not upcoming. It already came out.
Oh, the tank, the sweater.
The sweater is upcoming.
Sorry.
No, no problem.
Oh, I love these. I took
Let
these
me do
pictures.
this. So
Aren't these so beautiful?
cute.
Look at how sexy Park's back looks in the back one.
Yeah.
I love seeing all your muscles.
Thanks, babe. Okay, so that just came out a couple weeks ago, and I love it. It's very fun. It is knit out of Ritual Dyes Undine, and it's just a fun, slinky little summer tank top.
It's so sexy.
Garter stitch, but in the round, so you're alternating, and you have a little side detail up the side. And then, yes, like Jessie said, the salty water sweater is coming this Friday.
Sorry, babe. I
You've
didn't
already
mean to,
no, they've already seen it many times.
Okay. So yeah, that's what we have of that.
That's what we have of that.
We also have a finished joint project that we want to talk about.
Oh yeah.
While we were-
Tell how the idea came about.
Okay, so we were on our travels, visiting our friend Lindy, the Lindy West. Sometimes she's in the chat. I think she's in Dallas right now, so I don't think she's here. But sometimes she's in the chat. Always she's in our hearts, and sometimes we're at her cabin.
And sometimes she's on the New York Times bestselling author
That's
list.
true. And sometimes we go to her cabin, and she has, every time we go to her cabin, first of all, she says, I wish I could knit, even though I've taught her how to knit, and she knows how to knit. And then she's like, I have all this yarn. What should I do with it? Because she bought a bunch of yarn during COVID that she never used. She had a huge quantity of specifically Pearl Soho, super soft merino, which is like kind of a bulky weight, single ply,
gorgeous colors.
Yeah, and apparently she'd had a huge crochet blanket arc in the past, but she never did anything with this yarn. And every time I've gone there, she's always like, I want to pull out my yarn so we can decide like what to do with this stuff. And like, we should make a blanket. So we pulled all the yarn out, and I was like, what if we made a friendship blanket, because James was also there, where me, Park, Lindy, and James, we all just crochet as many squares as we can while we're there, join them, and finish the blanket in the course of 10 days. Now, it was a bulky weight yarn, so it's like I would say each square took 20 to 30 minutes, like with the outer border. We did just a four deep granny square with one additional row that was all half double crochet all the way around to like make the edges consistent.
And I have to say something, which is I had never done a granny square before, and they are so fun.
They're really fun.
They look way harder than they actually are, and they are really fun when you start to just understand the pattern and how you just keep making them bigger and bigger and bigger. I can also only take a little bit of blanket credit because I was only there to help for like 3 days.
Yeah, Park was only there for a week, but James and I were there for I think 12 days. So, and to be fair, we did a lot while you were there, and then we finished up. I don't know. We maybe did like half of it by the time you guys left, and then we did a lot more, and then we like finished it all up. So,
who's ready to see it?
Who's ready to see it? Everyone? Okay.
Wow. Isn't it cute? So on the left, you see the big pile of granny squares. Look how amazing that is. In the center, you see the gorgeous, finished, edging and all, granny square friendship blanket. And on the right, you see Barry.
A bad boy.
You see a bad dog. Farrelled, Saxofarrelled, Barry, Lindy's dog, standing in the middle of the blanket.
It ended up being like 6 squares by 5 squares long, and each square was about 10 to 12 inches, I want to say. And so the blanket all in total was probably about 50 by 60, which is what we wanted.
Yeah, it's a really gorgeous size.
It's a great size. It actually was probably a little bigger than that.
Because that's a big couch.
Yeah, and also it gets like, when you pull on it, it's a little, I don't know. It's a little bigger. So I don't know. I love it. I think it's so cute. And also there's nobody who is like more sentimental nor loves friendship more than Lindy West. So this is going to be well loved.
Was she loving it at the end when it was finished?
She thinks it's the most gorgeous blanket that has ever existed. And she also was quite insistent on us finishing it while we were there. So actually we ran out of yarn. We ran out of basically every color. We got down to like, that was another fun thing about it. It was like improvising and figuring out because we did not have a balanced like amount of colors.
Yeah. We think it turned out so pretty.
Yeah, we didn't have a balanced amount of colors. So are we on, or is the thing on?
We're on.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, they're still looking at the blanket.
So it's like we ended up, having to. At the end, we were just making squares with what we had left, and we ran out of yarn. So we needed 3 more squares. We had, I think we needed 30, and we had 27. And so I looked at the websites of all of the nearby yarn shops, and this, Lindy's cabin is a little bit remote. Like it's it's close to a few yarn shops, but some of them didn't have websites that listed their inventory. Some of them we called and they didn't have bulky weight single ply yarn or bulky weight yarn.
Yeah, it's very specific to have.
It's a really specific kind of yarn, yeah. But this yarn shop that we kept passing on our drives in Paulsbo called Heart to Heart ended up having it. So Lindy and I took a little trip to Heart to get some more colors, and you might notice like 3 odd squares that aren't exactly like the rest, and I think that just like adds.
No one will notice that.
I just think it adds to the like cozy cabinness of it. And also Lindy, I was like, we could order more yarn and just finish it next time, or we could go to Paulsbo, and she's like, no, I feel like the essence of the blanket has to be that we finish it while you all are here, and if that means going and getting like mismatched yarn, that's what we want. That's what I want to do. So we did that. Heart to Heart yarns in Paulsbo was great. I met the owner Lisa, who was so nice, and also the yarn shop smells.
I'm transitioning us back to the screen, so take in your last beautiful look of the crochet blanket. Got it?
Last whiffs of the blanket.
Hi.
Lisa at Heart to
Yarns.
Heart Yarn. The shop was so cute. It smelled so good. It smelled like eucalyptusy or lavender. It was like smelled so good. I walked in and I was like, ooh,
That's the one that we would like
fresh.
pass.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So it was really
to
cute. Really good selection of yarn. Like,
Good.
yeah, it was nice. And
Lisa saved the day. with the
Lisa
crochet blanket.
saved the day.
Oh yeah, show them this.
I bought something there that I saw it there, and it was the first time I'd ever seen one of these. Now I don't shop a lot, so I don't go to yarn shops like frequently and see what new notions there are. But I did notice one of these somewhere else recently too.
Let's show
After
it
I bought it, it's a sock ruler, but it shows you how far to knit a sock until you like start a heel.
So based on shoe size, right?
Yeah. So, I think that's what it does. Yeah. Place your sock ruler with the arrow end snug against the heel of your toe and knit until you reach the line for your size. Then begin your toe or heel.
That's so
Isn't
great.
that cool?
I need
like
one of
it
those.
gives you, and also
I was gonna say that's giving slap bracelet. Let me look at something really quick.
let's test this out. I think she's measuring her foot.
So I put my toe here.
Measuring her skinny foot. Well, you don't put it on your foot. You put it in the sock as you're knitting it.
Oh.
And you push it, and then it shows you. It's like for this size, this is where you knit to. So
I get it.
if you were right, like
So
if
you
you're
put that in the sock.
yeah. So like if you're a size 8, you only knit until it's that long, and then you begin your toe or your heel.
And it works for the toe or the heel.
Yes, assuming your toe and heel. I mean, they
pretty much the
basically
same.
are. You need to know how long your toe and heel are, but.
Nice.
So let me tell you about something that doesn't fit me, the snap bracelet. But I don't know, it's fun.
It is fun.
I'm having fun stimming with it. Somebody might need to take it away from me. But yeah, I love it. And I got it at Heart to Heart.
Good job, Heart to Heart. Love it.
I got something else really cute there.
Justine.
A little neon pair of like snips that had attached to it like a leash that had like a rubber stopper like
I know those
cover.
ones. Yeah,
Cute. I have
a pair of those.
I don't know where they are.
I have a pair on accident of those because my grandma let me use hers, and then I accidentally put it in my bag, and I was like, "Oops, I forgot to give it back to you."
Sorry, Grandma.
But I did buy her another pair.
I also got Lindy some notions, like things she was missing, and they had a really pretty like sliding tin notions case that had like I want to say either a fairy or like a sexy lady like going like it. I don't remember. Either fairy or sexy lady, same difference.
Same diff.
Lots of cute notions, a great
Fun.
selection of yarn, a well laid out and like beautiful yarn shop.
Okay.
Great.
Heart to Heart.
Heart to Heart. Paul's bow. Heart to Heart.
Shall we talk about our Lemon Kid Summer Soiree?
Yes.
So that was the other thing that we did while we were on the Washington trip. We've now done it 2 years in a row, Lemon Kid, and we hope that they keep wanting to do it because we love going to
we hope
their
they
yarn
keep
shop.
having us. It is amazing. It's such
Lemon
a
Kid-
beautiful shop.
We've talked about it before, I think, because it's so stunning. It's one of the ones that just kind of like... It's one of the yarn shops that you just know you're walking into a very special yarn shop. You're like, whoa, it's so pretty. The colors all just pop at you, and they dye their own yarn, so it's all their colors, and they do it so well. Like, tons of neon colors.
Their color palette is very modern and saturated, and it has a lot of true solids, which
Yeah,
it's hard to find
it is.
yarn.
It's hard to find all those things.
It's hard to find all those things together.
one.
Like many
Yeah.
people dye very beautiful colors of yarn, but it's hard to find such a wide range of colors that are consistent, that are bright, that are beautiful, that are like a palette that is kind of like the palettes that we like to work in.
Yeah.
So,
Let's show them some.
shall we?
Shall we? So we had a
So-
really fun summer soiree, and they gave us these beautiful bags, which they also sold at Flock. We realized that we were like there a week too early for Flock, but that's okay. We still had a ton of fun. But we met a ton of people. It was so just like a cute, fun time to be in the yarn shop.
Yes, these are, the brand is Apollos.
Apollos
And,
or Apollos?
It says, these are handmade. It has like the name of the artisan in here. So it's Safla is the name of the artisan, and it's from Bangladesh. So it says this purchase helps provide fair wages, profit dividends, and retirement fund to hundreds of Bangladeshi mothers who handcraft your bag. So love that. And just gorgeous. Look at this little like stitch detail on the back. It's so cute.
Leather handles.
Leather handles.
So they gave
All
us
quality.
these bags, which are so fun. And then look at this yarn. I didn't bring my haul, but
Yeah.
Jessie's going to show you her color palette that she picked because it's so pretty.
So this is Lamb and Kid Birdie, which is just such a beautiful alpaca and silk, I think, right? Silk and
I
alpaca.
think.
I know it doesn't have mohair in it, but silk and alpaca blend. It really blooms nicely. I did what's it called in this? I did my sheer fluff sweater, that hot pink long sweater from last year in this, and my little guys fell out, but here we have
Oh, yeah.
these two.
Let's make a pile.
Yeah. Babe, you're doing great.
I know, and this is
And
looking
then I
so
have
cute.
This, and then I also got 3 skeins of this like antique color. So the thing that we wanted to do with all of these yarns, we had our event, and then at the shop they have a really pretty sample of like, and we were on a little crochet kick, right? So they had a beautiful sample of this shawl. I think it was just like a shawl that was crocheted on the bias, like diagonally, and it had, it was just like stripes, basic granny stripes, but I was like, I want a blanket like that for my house.
It's so pretty.
And so we went back to the shop to like get yarn for blankets, and we all wanted to do it. So James got a selection in his
And James
palette.
is actually working away on it.
He is.
Has
He's doing
a few
granny
squares
squares
and already has quite a few done.
Yeah, he's doing granny squares that are like 2 deep, so it's like 2 rows of the same color, so 3 total, I think, and then 6 rows total on the squares. And I have something that I'm thinking of now where it's like, now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, do I want to do a, because I was originally going to do a blanket, but then I was like, forever and ever, I've had an idea in my head, and it's that I want to do a sweater that looks like granny squares, but that's knit. So like, it's color work, but it looks like granny squares or granny stripes
That
at
would be
least.
really fun.
And I'm thinking maybe I'll do a color work sweater in all of these colors.
I know. I'm also thinking about doing something
Yeah.
like that, just because it's like when I see all the colors, having a blanket in my house, maybe you could do both.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
With the leftovers or something.
Yeah. So I don't know, maybe a crochet,
Maybe something is in the future.
maybe a crochet look knit sweater is coming.
I would love that. It sounds so cute and unique.
Yeah.
This is what I have from my Lamb and Kid haul,
I'm
which
jealous. I should have gotten another bag.
love. These are the Oh Wow Amsterdam project bags, which I just love. You introduced me to them because you went to Lamb and Kid.
Yeah, I got one a couple of years ago,
years
the first
ago,
time I went there.
and you brought me back one, which was so sweet. You brought me back like the cutie one, and then when we went last year, I got the big one, and now I'm needing like a medium-sized one. And this bag is fun because it is the drop cloth that they actually use to paint their
They hand
bags.
paint their bags,
And
yeah.
so these are all unique. This version, usually they're like plaid, or they have some sort of actual
Yeah.
design to them, but these are just the leftovers from the drop cloth, which I just loved so much.
It's gorgeous. It's very park. I love the beige too. It's kind of
I
like a
know.
dirty canvas color. I love that.
I really love it, and I need to stop myself because it's now turning into like I'm collecting them. but it's because I find them so handy.
Oh, they're super useful.
And they're so cute sitting around your house.
Yes, I'm always running out of them.
Yeah.
I'm always running out of little bags
I know,
to
if
keep
you have
the
multiple
projects that I have
projects.
going on, and it's great for a pair of socks.
Agreed.
It's great for a summer garment. Like even the little teeny tiny one, I can fit a lot into. So I love them. They're lightweight, like they squish down.
Sorry,
They're
I need to get
incredible.
I need to get my prop for the next thing, which is
Yes, we saw
At
so many people that we love there.
Yes, at the summer soiree. We got
We got some.
we met her last year.
We met her
in
last
person.
year, but we've known her. She's an OG girls girl, an OG,
And I believe she's in the chat.
and I believe she's in the chat.
Hello, Mare.
Hello, Mare. Somebody we've interacted with forever online, but I think we met for the first time in person at the event last year, and she lives, I think, in near in the
Tacoma.
Tacoma, yeah, in the area. Didn't want to
Sorry if
dox
that-
her.
Oh, sorry. And I'm also not even sure that that's real.
no, it is where that is where she lives.
Okay. Well, so Mare runs Fat Test Knit.
So
Fat Test Knits. I always do that. I add S's when I shouldn't, and I leave out S's when I don't. But look at how cute these stickers are.
wait, this one is so cute. Use your long arms. Knit fast, die warm.
Knit
fat,
fat, dye
sorry.
warm.
Knit fats.
Knit, knit fat, dye warm. Sorry, we're now devolving into our own jokes.
Into our own language.
But these are the cute stickers, but what is more important is that Fat Test Knits is a great resource that Mare started many years ago. If you need to have your designs test knit and you're looking for more test knitters, you can submit your designs to Fat Test Knits.
Yeah, I think she also has like good little stories and like sections on the Instagram account that talk about like best practices for, tests
Size
and
inclusive
size
designs.
inclusivity, yeah, and all that. And I want to shout her out because she's been doing this work for free for a really long time, and I think was one of the very, very, very original people doing it. So, and continues to do it and run it like.
Yeah.
It's such a good resource, and she's awesome. I think she might have a yarn or Notion. Mary, correct me if I'm wrong. Knit Yarns, is that a Notions or is it a yarn thing? Because I know I follow you on several accounts. The original account, which is Lady Grumbles, and then this account, which is Fat Test Knits, and then the new account, Knit Yarns.
Definitely make sure to follow
Yeah, follow, like, subscribe.
Fat Test Knits.
Fat Test Knits, especially if you're like a designer who's trying to figure out how to do size inclusivity, how to, run a test in a way that's good and works for people. Great. Yeah. And such cute little stickers.
Mm-hmm.
Love them. Thank you, Mare, for all that. It's just her public account for crafting. Okay. The Knit one.
Cute.
Love it. Love to see what she's working on.
Love it.
Love it.
And we're all better for it.
We are all better for it. Okay. We've skipped over a little bit my other things that I was working on. Is that all we have to
Go
say
back.
about Lamb Kid?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Well, we should talk a little bit more about the event. We love everybody there. We got to have drinks before with Ashley, who's also the mayor of Bainbridge.
Yeah, Ashley is so cool.
She's
because
so cool.
she
She rides to work on a horse every day.
Yeah.
Work at City Hall.
She dyes the yarn for the Lambing Kid, and she is the mayor of Bainbridge Island. What? So we were like, what? How does this work? And she's like, well, I'm at the dye studio, and then I will like jump on a Zoom call, or I will go over here to City Hall and have my meetings, and then I will go to the horse stable and ride my horse, and sometimes I will park the horse outside of City Hall when I need to go do my meeting. And then I was just like, this is amazing.
It's
so
incredible. Yeah.
you know now that when you are buying yarn from the Lambing Kid, that it was dyed by the mayor
By
of
the
Bainbridge
coolest person
Island.
ever. Yeah. But anyway, everybody there is always so like nice and accommodating, and they always like have a beautiful like spread for our event, like cookies and treats, and
it is definitely one of those ones that if you're in Seattle, it's so worth taking
such
the
a
ferry
fun day
out.
trip, yeah.
The ferry is so fun and nostalgic feeling. It is of a different time. It has a cafeteria on it, and then you get off right at Bainbridge Island, and you can walk to the yarn shop from the ferry.
Yeah.
And it's just really worth it for a day trip.
yeah, loved it. We love you.
Loved it,
Love
and
you,
hopefully
Lamb
we
and
got to
Kid.
do it again next year. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if they accept
If they want to keep inviting us back, or if they're sick of us.
Yeah, because we're sick of us, so
That's
we got
true.
it. Yeah, I have a little bit more to talk
show
about in
us
the way that I'm knitting.
Speaking of Lamb and Kid.
Speaking of Lamb and Kid, while I was there, I picked up a skein of their Trio DK, which is an MCN, a merino cashmere nylon blend, and I have written a
You
DK.
might recognize this little ditty.
If you might be saying that looks like a mini mock neck top, and it is. I wrote a DK version, so a slightly thicker yarn than the original. The original is written in finger weight, so the gauge on this is slightly different.
Finger weight.
Finger weight, fingering weight, fingering.
Oh, I guess that's the right word. It is. It's true.
Wait.
Wait.
Wait. This is DK weight. And isn't this color beautiful? It's plaid is my favorite color. It's like my favorite red.
Yeah, it's like lobster red.
It is lobster red. It's gorgeous. And I am just going to release this without a test. I mean, the instructions are already, tested and tried and true. And I just made the proportion the same.
It will be so nice, too, for people who want to knit it out of a DK weight instead of fingering. Just,
or if that's what you have, it's like,
Yeah.
even though it's like a little bit of a negligible difference in gauge, not negligible.
and you
it's-
even could probably do worsted, too, depending on what people...
it's true. I do want to write a true worsted version
Yeah.
that's like even less. Maybe I'll do that soon too.
all of the
Because people
yarn
love that
weights.
pattern, and I think that it's versatile year round already as a fingering weight, but I think it would be really cute as a
And it's the type that
worsted too.
it takes low yardage, so
Yeah.
it's like if you have a couple skeins lying around of a random weight, you want to be able to have a mini mock neck version of it.
Exactly. So that's that. I will probably release it like maybe next month or the month after, like I said, without a test, because it's already been done.
Yeah.
The second thing I have is this little top that I'm kind of unsure about. I was intending to release this pattern this summer, and I just never got around to it. Sorry, Ritual Dyes. It's in Ritual Dyes, just plain Undine in the color Slate, which is kind of this like greenish blue. It pulls gray, I think, on here, but it's kind of true to color. It's a little bit like, it's just such a pretty organic looking like gray that's a little bit greenish, a little bit bluish. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a slate. It is really like a lot like it is a slate color. But it has this like pretty shoulder detail and construction that I really like and think looks
I think it's so cute.
I mean, I think it's cute. And it has like little, I did like a lateral braid detail on the edges. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not happy with the way the ruffle turned out. It looks a little bit like, I don't know. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I do want it to be ruffled, but I think that I might actually end up, I photographed Park in this like while we were in Washington, and it looks cute, but I think I'm going to rip this ruffle back. It's not coming out until next spring anyway.
All my hard modeling work for nothing.
I know. I think I'm going to rip this back and do a different ruffle. Just something that hangs a little bit less like little bluebells, it's cute, but it's not
really
for this
cute.
design. I wanted something a little bit more.
Too bad, everybody that loves it. You're not getting it.
It's true. Somebody said it reminds me of a jingle dress, and that is what it looks like. These look like jingles, which that's such a cute concept. Maybe I'll use it someday. But it's true. It does look like that. It looks like little bells. But yeah, so I do love the tank. I think the fit and the yoke is really nice. It has like a little bit of a scoop neck. And I like everything else about it, but it's not what I envisioned in terms of the ruffles. So
This is what perfectionism gets you, folks.
no,
Okay.
it's not what I wanted. It's kind of like with the socks, like. But for this, it's too. I don't know.
Too much work.
It's too much
to not
work
love it.
to not love it. And that ruffle is almost like 2 skeins of yarn, I feel like, or a skein and a half. So I'm gonna have to redo it all, but it's okay. I have lots of time, and it's nice to kind of have a pattern that's. It would be cute as a dress too. Somebody said. I agree, but
Ooh, so much knitting.
so much knitting. Like a ruffle. I think that ruffle is like 800 or 700 stitches. It's like so many stitches.
Ruffles are
And I just
so
think
much knitting.
for how many stitches it is, it's not giving the amount of like wow factor. And also I worry about larger sizes, like having to increase in that way and having it's too much. So I'm going to fix it and
Back to the drawing board. This is just an insight into the creative process.
it's true. We frequently are doing things, not liking them, tearing them back, ripping them out, waiting to release them,
I'm ripping
having
out
doubt.
constantly.
Yeah. So I feel like I've been encountering a lot of doubt this year. I haven't released very many patterns, and that's just because I've been really indecisive about like what I've been doing, and sometimes I don't like what I've done.
Go through phases.
Where it's
like, nope.
Yeah, I was just thinking today about how this is only my second like summer release this year. It's been a little bit of a slow summer, which is unusual for me, but it is what it is. Yeah, we all have phases, you know? So, yeah. I think that's that in the way of projects.
That's that. Who here is ready for some SpawnCon?
A little bit of sconily ponily.
We wanted to just do a check back in because last time we talked about like how we were packing our CocoKnits items that we were taking on our trips with us, and so we wanted to show you which ones we actually like made the cut and which ones didn't.
Yeah.
The 2 of mine still made the cut. These 2. This is the project portfolio and this is the project wallet. The project portfolio, I didn't necessarily like grab it out a ton and like have it with me, but it was nice to have all of my notebooks
and you always
in the one thing.
You always have your notebooks.
Yeah, because I always have my notebooks, so it's much easier to just have them all in here. And I also feel like they kind of stay protected in here in my backpack. Yeah. So I really do love the project portfolio.
And if you had been using your planner a lot,
which usually I'm not, because who's using their planner on vacation? Not very much.
Sometimes we girl boss really hard during vacation, so vacation.
I always think I'm going to, and then I just don't have the energy.
Yeah.
But still, as we've talked about many a time before, the item that takes the cake is the project wallet. This I was using constantly on the trip. I see that yours is growing. Mine's growing. It always is growing. And you can also see that it's patinaing. It's
getting a little bit of wear, yeah.
It's getting its cute, like, folds and wear on it.
Yeah.
Look at the innards. So I still think that the CocoKnits magnets are key, so I can have my snips just, like, magneted to the front. Those still have been working amazing for me. And also, again, the little magnets and the stitch holders. Those, here they are. The magnet with all my stitch holders on it.
And yours is growing. It does seem that the more you keep in it, the better the shape it holds. Mine's like, I try to not keep a lot of too much stuff in mine. I like to keep it light. And mine is losing a little bit of shape. It's getting a little more crinkled, which I still like. And it doesn't feel like it's losing any. It just is. It's like, I don't know. It's like creasing. Like
mine is also. I just had it packed. I think mine's so big because I had like 3 different projects that I was bringing with me, and I needed to have like, the other needle size for the ribbing of my sweater and this. But what I also love is that once I took it on the trip. Yeah, it can get like huge.
It can get really big, yeah.
Probably can't.
Yeah, you can, because you would just wrap it once.
True. Yeah. What I also loved is that because I was still working on the same projects once I got home, I didn't have to unpack this. I just like have this now on my table, and you can see it stands up on its own. And I know I have all my tools in here.
Yeah, I've already adjusted to my life with it in the way of like, I know what's in each section. So like I have a section that's only for things I need for projects that I'm traveling with, right? And I just reach in there. I have all the needle sizes that I need for the project.
Yeah.
And
it's
my
so
favorite
nice.
thing about it is that I don't have to be precious with it. It's not leather, so I'm not worried about getting dirty.
And it's
like,
washable.
It's washable. Yeah, I throw it in my bag.
I
throw
have
it.
yet to. I don't know.
I kind of want to wash it.
I know.
I think it would get nice and soft.
How dirty does it need to get before I'm brave enough to actually wash it? I
know.
know that it is washable, and they have many videos about it, but still, I'm like, I don't know.
Should we do like a washing episode?
We should. One of us should be brave to show before washing, and then the other can show after washing.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah, I brought it to the waterfall. I bring it to the beach. Like it's just
not precious. Throw in your bag.
yeah.
Take everywhere you want.
And I've been
And
using it
still
as
looks
my
cute.
It's my guy now. It's my thing that I just always have with me. So more gospel preaching on this particular item.
We recommend it.
We highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I will use it forever. Wow, babe, we got through that. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Who did I give a handshake to? Oh, Lindy, when we left. Lindy was like, I don't want to get out of the car.
And you
So
said goodbye.
I said, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Very
Goodbye.
brain dead.
That concludes the knit nat portion. Now onto the chit chat
Now onto the fun
portion.
Just kidding.
That was
We hope
fun.
you liked
We
the knitting
love
part.
knitting. Honestly,
But
I'm
we
starting.
love chitting.
I don't know. I'm starting to love the knitting section, the knit nat section, mainly because I like showing off all of the props and I love touching all of the yummy yarn.
I do like touching all of the yummy yarn. And my sweater. Break for a treat.
Oh yeah, tell them what these are.
My favorite candy. Jolly Rancher Sour Reds, the gummies. They're so good. They taste like if you were, Bubblicious, but you can swallow it.
Actually, they taste like Jolly Ranchers, but chewy.
To me, it tastes like a really delicious piece of gum that you're forbidden to swallow, but you get to swallow.
Amazing.
I love the cherry one.
These are good. Really good. But I'm scared. Already was scared. What if I start to have a sugar crash? It's okay. Ew, I just spit everywhere. It's okay. I'll just tell you guys.
We've been noticing that we get really hungry mid-show.
So we need to
start
start
to
having
lose
our
steam.
snacks.
We do. So I poured out exactly 15 of these.
Our candy has our snack.
Okay.
Okay.
What have we been up to?
We have already
We've been
talked
mentioning
about
it a
this
lot.
a lot, but we have more things that we need to tell you about our Washington trip. Starting with, how the trip begins is Lindy was going to pick us up from the airport. Jessie and James were getting there earlier, and Caden and I were a little bit later. And we get these texts to the group text that say, oh,
Jessie and James, I'm so sorry. I'm so late. And Lindy's like often late, so it was like, I'm sorry, I'm so late. I'm so late. There's a mouse in the house, and I can't find it. I as we were leaving, I saw there was a mouse in the house. Barry started chasing the mouse, and then I couldn't get control of him. And then I didn't even end up finding the mouse. I mean, I don't know what she was gonna do to the mouse.
She was gonna catch the mouse.
Okay, she was gonna catch the
and
mouse
put it
before she
outside.
picked us up. But anyway, she was like, I didn't catch the mouse. Like, I just left. But I'm sorry that I'm 45 minutes late now because there was a mouse.
There was
in
a
the house.
mouse in the house. And then the mouse did the wildest thing.
No, I said.
Are you ready?
I said,
Oh.
Hey Siri, is this true? Because it sounded fake. It sounded like the lie of somebody who's late and is like, oh, the mouse ate my
stole my
homework.
homework.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, is this real? And then
To which we got a response from the mouse.
here you go.
Can you believe it?
Hello, this is the mouse speaking. I found Lindy's iPad at the house, and I'm using it to text you and tell you that I am a real mouse, and this is all my fault, and Lindy did nothing wrong except try to kill me.
Can you believe the mouse texted us?
How did the mouse text like that? It's incredible. Now we know for sure the mouse is
We
real.
know the mouse is real, for sure.
because
it texted
we got a
us.
text
But-
from the mouse.
But
But
Then. A huge twist.
So
Huge.
then Lindy, right, said she actually thinks it's not a mouse.
Well,
it's a vole.
No, she said it was slow. She was like, it was kind of slow.
Oh.
And I was like, maybe it was vole. If it was slow, maybe it was a vole or a mole.
A vole or a mole. So we then just thought that there was a vole in the house.
Yeah.
And then the vole was spotted several times
It showed its face.
As we're knitting in the room. It's darting.
It's darting, but darting in a way
around.
that's like slow.
Slow. Yeah, slow.
A slow dart.
Slow dart and kind of big than a tiny little mouse.
And darker than
Yeah.
a tiny little mouse.
So we were like, okay, there's a vole.
There's a vole.
in the hole.
It's not a house. It's a mouse. It's a vole.
It's not a mouse. It's a vole. And then we put Caden to the task because he has caught many mice in our little apartment.
a known catcher
Just
of
with
mice.
his gloves on, and he can actually like grab them. We kind of like trap them by putting blockades around, and he will like grab them and put them outside.
It's such a weird skill.
And so he was kind of like, we would see it dart, and then we'd try to like have Caden be set up ready, but
We were blocking paths off.
Blocking
it was
paths.
5 people in a corner trying to figure out
but
how
also
we could like
it's a
outsmart.
cabin with a lot of stuff and a
lot
lot
of
of nooks and crannies.
crannies,
It's,
yeah.
it's an old building, so we were like
Mysterious holes that we can't see. Unknown holes.
and we kept seeing it, and then Lindy also would see it in her TV room at night and text us and be like, I just saw the vole again. So James started the funny joke of like, yeah, definitely there is only one vole in this whole cabin. Okay, for sure, one vole. So then Lindy gets the humane traps.
Yes. None of us are killers of animals.
No. So we get the little houses, the little mouse houses, the green things.
It's
that you
actually
set up.
called Motel Mouse.
Motel
Put
Mouse.
some respect on its name.
Motel Mouse.
Motel Mouse.
And
it comes with 5, I think, mouse houses.
So we got
4 maybe.
them all set up. We
Live
also
traps.
had already tried to like make a little barrier and get the vole out with granola, and we noticed the granola was gone.
The granola was disappearing.
So we
the
said-
sunflower seeds were disappearing, shockingly enough.
So we said, okay, we know what it likes and we know where it hangs out. So we set up all of the traps
We did.
around. And
The next morning.
was it the next morning?
Yeah. It was right away.
The next morning,
We wake up.
sure enough, we look in one of the traps.
I hear.
Oh, yeah.
In one of the traps, I say, guys.
Uh-oh, guys, we found the vole.
You hear, there was a little characteristic, this. And at first I was like, guys, and they're like, what? And I'm like, and they're like, what? And I'm like, and they're like, we
can't
all
let it
gasp,
see.
we all go, and we go over.
Oh.
Why do I have chills? And we pick up the little trap,
And
inside the trap
was
is not a mouse.
It's not a mouse.
Not a vole.
Nor a vole.
But a lizard. Just kidding.
A shrew.
The cutest little pointy-nosed,
Sticking
fuzzy-tailed,
and
and its little nose.
It was actually kind of sad because he was so
was
stressed
panicked,
in
of
there,
course.
panicked, that he was like sticking his nose out of
out
all
of
the
every
holes,
hole.
like,
It's so sad to think about these tiny little breathing holes, like him thinking that he might be able to squeeze his body out of one of them
Yeah.
if only he finds the right one.
yeah. But we kept
Panicked
saying,
vole.
like, it's okay. We're taking you outside. You're going to love your life out there. You're going to love your life out there.
We
So,
did research. We know we're not supposed to put it in a field. We know we're supposed to put it in
We
like
did research, but not enough.
not enough, that's for sure. And we're
So-
like, surely if we move it 100 yards away from the house and give it granola.
Yeah, Lindy was like, okay, let's just put it by this little, like, kind of marshy area by the house. It was truly only 100 feet away from the house.
Mm-hmm.
And we let Lindy decide that because it's her cabin. So we're like, okay, yeah, we'll put it right over there.
Yeah.
And she had prepared a little snack for it on a leaf. It was beautiful. We opened it up and it like slinked right out into the brush. And we were like, okay, happy little shrew. Wow.
Yeah. So we don't reset the traps. We're like, we got him.
And
got him.
That was the only one that I knew.
Yeah,
And then
got him. And then Park and Caden leave. And then the next morning, we wake up.
Well, we didn't just reset that trap, but there still were other traps.
There were 4 that we started with, or 5. And, ooh, look at this. Can you all see the sunset right now?
Yes.
It's orange. It's getting
They
orange.
can see that.
It's like very blue and orange right now.
Gorgeous.
Chicago is
And
nothing
your
like
view-
it, man.
and Your view is amazing.
And it's getting more orange as we go on.
Pretty.
Anyway, each successive day we start catching. We don't reset the trap, but we are continuing to get a shrew every day.
In the other traps.
And it's weird. There's no other rodents. It's like only a shrew. Shrew.
So then it was funny because James had made the theory, you know, as I said, of, oh, it's definitely only one shrew. And then James was like, 13 shrews are in this house. And then, so every morning, a shrew. So it was like, okay, there definitely are 13 shrews.
Yeah, but also a new joke emerged. And the new joke that emerged was, this shrew is granola farming, and it's the same shrew.
It's
and
the same shrew.
We were laughing so hard about that. Like, okay, now he knows he can get caught in a trap.
Mm-hmm.
He can, and apparently, like, shrews aren't like mice. Like, mice are notoriously hard to catch because they notice new things in their surroundings.
And they're very
suspicious of anything new. Shrews apparently are very curious.
But so the joke is that, okay, it is just one shrew,
Yes.
but in a way of like, yeah, right, because we've caught so many shrews at this point.
We caught 6 shrews, I think.
Then
total.
Lindy says, oh, you had already said like they're very territorial, so it's like maybe just one shrew in an area.
Yeah, but it's like how big is a shrew territory? I was like, it could be 30 feet. I don't know.
And then Lindy said that upon more research,
no, it was when a hom got back. Like,
Oh,
so we were all
Lindy's
just like, this
husband.
is our life now. Shrews, catching shrews every day and releasing them.
Mm-hmm.
But Lindy's husband came back from the trip, and he was appropriately disturbed by what had been happening, and was like, if this is an infestation, we need to figure it out. And then he did a lot more research, and apparently shrews have something they like to call an extreme homing instinct,
and they can
and
get
they can
back
get back
to where they came
to where
from.
they came. I just can't believe a shrew would go back, get caught in a trap, and keep doing
No,
it.
that's where I still okay, all this to say, everybody, we do not actually have the official update because Lindy was not resetting the traps, maybe, or maybe she has, but we still do not know if it was just one shrew or if it was 5 shrews.
However, let me provide evidence for that it was only one shrew, which is wild to think about. Once a hum figured this out, yeah, it's gorgeous.
I'm
Do you
still
see
listening.
how red the city is? We need to move out of the way.
Yeah, you guys look at that while we talk because it's way more interesting.
Grinding granola, farming granola, right? So Lindy finds out that they need to be moved, or they can find their home up to 1.5 miles away. So you need to move them at least that far.
1.5 miles away.
And she did do that.
One time
One time.
she took it on a drive.
She took-
to 1 mile away. And
1.5, over 1.5.
over 1.5 miles away, and no shrew has been caught since.
No shrew since. That we know of. And I think that they had at least reset all of the traps. I think that they didn't reset that trap, but I think that they had put out 4 traps.
So
Could be wrong. But
very fun and very exciting for us on our trip.
everybody look up shrews.
They are
because
really cute.
They're beautiful. Also, I once watched a documentary,
Of course.
a nature documentary, and it was specifically about wetland shrews, I think, but it was called Wetland Shrews. Or no, shrews. Cheetah of the Wetlands. Did you know that shrews have venom?
And are they really fast? Well, why do they?
They're not fast.
Do cheetahs have venom?
No.
I don't get
Great episode title, babe. Do cheetahs have venom? No, but they're like apex predators
they're
of
the-
their,
I see.
like, not apex predators, but of that, like, biome or whatever, or, ecosystem. They're terrorists. Like, they kill everything. They eat all the bugs, all the
I
love.
see.
They're very important to the ecosystem, and they're very, like, aggressive.
Well, I
Apparently,
guess-
they're like, I obviously looked up, can you keep a shrew as a pet?
Of course.
And all of the responses are like, no, shrews are not good pets. They're very mean, which I guess makes sense based on the taming of the shrew. They're so cute.
But I guess cheetahs are also cute. So.
Cheetahs are also cute, exactly. But do cheetahs have venom?
Learn something new every day. That was about to really scare me. I was like,
so
what
sorry.
do you mean?
That's so funny. But yeah, shrews have venom. They are the underwater shrews are they're just so cute.
They're
I love
so
them.
cute.
Anyway, that was Shrew-gate.
And then the most incredible, life-changing thing to ever happen to us happened.
At the cabin.
Which is that at Lindy's place, so Aham, Lindy's husband, is an incredible musician and has a music studio. He built out a music studio there. And they set it up for cabin karaoke.
Yes.
So Jessie had been telling me about cabin karaoke, and I have never really been a fan of karaoke because I've only ever experienced karaoke like in college with theater majors at a bar, and it's like and then hearing other people at the bar like singing bad, it's like, this isn't fun. I want to be dancing.
Yeah, and I've never been a fan of karaoke because I can't sing.
Yeah,
so,
me neither.
And
It's like, I get why people would love this because you get to flex your beautiful voice.
Yeah,
but I don't have a
anybody
beautiful
who can
voice.
Sing would like karaoke.
But Jessie was like, no, you have to try it. And it's like on a little stage. There's a microphone with reverb, so you kind of sound good if you want.
There's a light thing that makes little stars in the sky.
Yeah, it's dark, and then you have like laser light and sky starlight.
Nebula lighting.
And then speakers. It's a very professional setup.
Amazing. There's a little area to
So,
listen.
Jessie and I were like this. We did cabin karaoke one night, and then I got hooked just like she knew I would.
Yeah.
We woke up the next day with hoarse voices because we were singing so much.
We might have done permanent vocal damage to ourselves by singing every day the way that we were singing.
And then waking up in the morning, like having coffee, and then being like, should we go practice? We need to go practice. So we'd like early in the morning hustle to the music studio, just a little walk, and set up for karaoke, and then do a few hours of practice, and then in the evening hit it again.
I'm so sad that we don't get to do cabin karaoke for another year.
Oh, sad.
It was so fun. First things first.
Wait. Can I ask the chat something?
Yeah.
If you guys had to guess, just so that you can get your responses in time while we're still in this part, what song do you think Jessie and I sang together? And I can't wait for us to give you a little preview.
If anybody guesses this, I will give them $1 million.
If anybody guesses this, they get both of our pattern libraries and $1 million. Somehow, we both realized we both knew every word to this song.
Having not listened to it for probably 20 years, if that's a hint, at least.
Correct. But a little bit more about cabin karaoke. I do still think that Jessie has extreme star power, and if she could hone her, you do have a good voice too. So if you could harness it, I really could see a future in it.
Okay.
She could be a folk singer, like the kind where it's like the long, beautiful hair and just standing in the microphone.
This is me in front of the camera.
Yeah, and singing with your little baby voice.
Sullen baby voice. I don't always sing with baby voice.
No, you don't always, but I loved when you did sing with the baby voice.
You
sometimes.
prefer my baby voice to my beautiful baritone?
No. I love all of your voices, but that was just the star power vibe that I was seeing.
Thank you. Yeah, I was like having my hair all the way in front of my face. I am very uncomfortable on a stage, so I'm very inclined to just kind of stand there.
Well, you did
with
great.
my
but that's what I'm
face
saying
out
is
or closing my
you
eyes.
still have star power, even
Thanks,
if you
babe.
just let your voice do all the talking. I really just left cabin karaoke being like, oh, I need to get into voice lessons. I need to learn how to sing. And I need to practice every day for next year's cabin
exactly. It's my new passion.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time I did cabin karaoke was in May.
Mm-hmm.
And I think ever since then, I'm like, should I take voice lessons? Should I learn how to sing?
Yeah, we should.
It's something to think about. I always have said I wish that I had the power of song because it is such a powerful power.
James and I started to do some musical theater songs, which were very fun. That made me want to also be like, okay, what else can we get going? Someone has guessed Picture by Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow, which that's a great guess, but no. That's not it.
Okay, I need to state a couple of things first. First of all, Lindy West has the voice of an angel.
Yes, she does.
Maybe you could guess that by the way her voice like projects, but she has beautiful tone. I think she has experience singing in like a choir, so she has some amount of like vocal training, and
it's in her genes or something. Like her grandma.
That's true. Her grandma was a singer,
musician,
and then
yeah.
her other grandma, or wait, no, her great grandma maybe was a choir teacher, or maybe. It was both on her dad's side. I think one grandma was a choir teacher and the other was a singer.
Music just is coursing through
and also
her
she's a
blood.
performer. So,
So
on a
very fun to
stage,
watch.
she's very powerful, especially when she's singing Tenacious D, Double Team, Looking Me in the Eye. I think that's what that song is called.
Something like that for sure.
But, and then James. James is a master of singing songs in Chinese.
Yes, and also has a beautiful voice and is a trained musician, so a real treat.
If you can imagine it.
You can imagine.
You can imagine James on stage.
as a performer.
Okay, now we wanted to like do, as an ode to our karaoke time, we wanted to have a little section about each other's greatest hits.
I didn't do my research, and I can't remember all the names of them.
Oh no.
Tell me what your favorite ones were that you did, and I'll say whether I loved them or not.
That is so mean.
Maybe
you know, okay,
I
you know
loved
what?
all
You
of
know
the
what
ones
I'm
that
the
you
most
did.
comfortable? The range that I am most comfortable in is Bruce Springsteen's range.
Yeah, and
range.
you did great.
So I did Thunder Road, which is one
Yeah.
of my favorite songs ever, and I also did Born to Run, another one of like my favorite songs.
And this is what else I did love, though. I did love when you were trying the new ones and then getting really good, like when I made you do Big Thief, and then you were like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I can put in the time and I can get this one down. And then the next time you did it, amazing.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
The thing about Bruce Springsteen is that part of my vocal range is very comfortable, and I can sing powerfully in the entire range, like in that. When I'm singing that, it's like kind of breathier. It's a little bit higher in my voice, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
fun,
And then
sexy.
sometimes I sing something really high in my voice. But I will say
like
my
that too.
favorite things to sing were probably, I love my Bruce Springsteen songs. I love my Joanna Newsom songs.
Yeah.
I love my Big Thief songs.
Yeah.
I loved my Tom Waits song, honestly. And I also really liked...
Oh, I liked when you finally did Cher for us. We had been begging Jessie to do Cher because she really can do a good little Cher voice. And we were begging, and finally you did give
I
us a
did
treat.
believe.
And you're going to be able to master that one.
That one is
Not
so
to
hard.
You. Not to you.
That was a
Very
hard
good.
one. Wait, there was one more that I really liked doing. I really like doing Stone Temple Pilots because, again, that is a vocal range that's like really easy for me. I think I have kind of a low voice.
You can do
don't
both.
know.
You can do both.
I know, but I can only do one powerfully.
What were your favorites of mine?
I loved when you sang Dido.
Yeah,
It's
that
beautiful.
one was really good, and that was easier for me.
I loved when you sang Goodbye Earl by the Chicks.
Of course.
She
I know every word.
performing star power. Also,
And I also-
very sexy and slinky on stage.
I also liked to just remind them when I would sing Goodbye Earl that picture me as 8 years old singing about these very adult topics.
Singing
But
about
domestic abuse.
Yeah, murdering the person who's beating
Yeah.
your friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also really, I mean, I'm going to go on and on. I really, I loved when you sang Schlut by Shy Girl.
Yeah. That was
Really good, really
The problem
sexy.
with that one, sometimes they don't have a good karaoke version on YouTube.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to just figure it out yourself. And I need to just put in a little bit more time to do that one to get
Yeah.
it better. But I do love doing that one.
Yeah. And I loved when you sang First Aid Kit. That was such a good...
Emmylou.
Yeah, First Aid Kit Emmylou, such a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I, of course, loved... More so, not so much... I loved when you were practicing Memory. We did a lot of, like, karaoke by the piano,
yeah.
where
Yeah.
James would play piano and Park would sing They really were getting down to memory.
Well, James started to do
cats.
memory, and he did such a good job. And then he was learning it on piano, so then I wanted to try memory too.
Yeah.
Oh, a beautiful song.
A beautiful song. It made me want to see Cats, and I don't really like musicals usually. I'm not a musical girly.
It's not a very good.
I know it's not a good musical, but the thought of an old cat singing that makes me want to cry. It's so beautiful.
Yeah,
Without knowing the story, it actually makes me want to cry. So... Do I need to? I probably need to see Cats,
you
and it
do.
probably will make me cry.
And you probably would like a lot more musicals if
It's
you gave
true.
yourself
It's
the
true.
chance.
I mean, I do like musicals when I see them, but I like the music from Phantom of the Opera, and I loved listening to you and James do your duet. And I'm not going to give away too much about the performance because it's not YouTube
it's
appropriate.
private.
It's private. What we
But
do
there
in
was
private.
choreography.
But there was choreography, and it was not rated PG. I'll say that much.
Speaking of not rated PG, it might surprise you that nobody has guessed the song that Jessie and I both realized we both knew every word to. And this is how it goes.
It starts a little something like, sweat,
Wait,
baby.
it starts a little something like, better, what does he say at the beginning? Better,
remember.
your input.
Yeah. And it's
Sweat, baby, sweat. Baby, sex is a Texas, drop me, and you do the kind of stuff that only Prince would sing about, so put your hands. This
on
is
my
not
pants.
inappropriate, and I bet you'll feel nuts.
Anyway,
Anyway, it's called Bad Touch.
it's called Bad Touch by
the Pet Shop
Bloodhound.
Boys? Oh,
Bloodhound Gang.
Bloodhound Gang. And somehow Jessie and
I don't know why we know all the words to that song.
we both don't know. We do not know
why
how.
is that in my memory so much?
Who
I
else
know
knows
every
every
word to
word?
that song.
Anyone else in the chat somehow still have every word to that in their minds because wow. Also, it was really fun.
Yeah.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals.
She's
so
ready
let's
to do
do
karaoke
it like
again.
they do in the...
And let me tell you, we also had karaoke, and
What do you mean karaoke?
I mean choreography.
Oh, choreography.
Choreography.
Yes, we did.
And you can imagine how that went.
You can imagine.
So-
I always thought the song was called Discovery Channel, but no. It's called Bad Touch. As a kid, I loved that song.
As a kid who was 10 years older than Park at that time.
You loved it.
I loved that
Only
song.
9.
Only 9. Who remembers like Tom Green? Probably nobody
Oh,
because I'm
definitely.
old. Oh, okay.
The bum song.
The bum song. I mean, it's like that era of songs by weirdos.
Very funny.
May it live forever. Anyway, cabin karaoke. Everybody
Has
try it.
forever my
A
heart.
10 out of 10 for karaoke. How do the Gen Zers do it?
This way. I
Oh
think.
my
Maybe
god,
this
I
way?
feel like my
No, this
fingers
way.
don't even move in that way.
Oof, it's too hard.
It's not good.
It's too hard. We're millennials.
We're millennials. We weren't meant to do it.
Okay, what's
yeah.
next on our chatting agenda?
I could talk about cabin karaoke forever.
We could definitely talk about cabin karaoke.
Lindy
forever.
West singing Little Green.
Oh, it was so beautiful.
So beautiful. Her voice is so pure. She has the voice of an
Lindy
angel.
would let us like make her do songs, and she could just do them, and
Every
it was
song.
any type of range,
song.
genre, anything. Oh, I love people who can sing, and that's why I want to be one someday.
Agree.
Someday.
I want to be able to do what Lindy does to our hearts when she starts singing.
Yes.
One time I heard
us
Lindy
feel
sing
something.
Little Green while she was taking a shower in the bathroom, and it literally brought tears to my eyes. It was a private moment, and she didn't know I could hear her, and I was like, oh my god, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
Thank goodness it wasn't that private of a moment. You could hear it.
Exactly. Well, the bathroom was attached to the bedroom I was staying in, so.
We also on that trip wanted to exalt Barry.
Oh, Barry, a good boy, for once. Kind of.
And I'm not really sure why Jessie said she wanted to put Barry under our exaltations because
He was better than he usually is.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Lindy's dog, Barry. You saw him. This is the thing about Barry. He starts off in the morning the sweetest boy, like cuddly, sweet, quiet, and then he slowly descends into evil.
In the morning, he's called Blueberry because he's like a little sad but like cute and wants to snuggle and is gentle and his face is smooth.
And in the evening,
And then he descends deeper and deeper as the day goes on. More frustration, more things happening, more overwhelmedness, more I haven't played frisbee with enough, and his face starts to get lumpy,
And he
turns
evil.
into a demon. Like, it's really scary.
Raspberry.
It's really, something we call raspberry. He's bumpy. He's not good. He's
If you're not petting him, he barks
screaming.
at you.
He barks. He screams at you. He snaps at. He doesn't like things covered up. So if
Lindy's
your
gonna
foot
be so sad.
is in a blanket,
we love Barry.
I'm just telling the truth, and Lindy likes
this is the
when
truth.
I tell the truth.
This is truth telling.
Our truth is that Barry is.
It's a classic. It's the classic thing of that type. The red golden retrievers. Those are a very particular type, and they are not the same
He's
as
not
the
a
show.
golden
They are not
retriever.
the show golden retrievers. He is a field golden retriever.
I think that he's too smart for his own good,
He
and
is.
he also is very manipulative, and it's just.
Let me show you the photo of him again.
I feel
Look
like
at him.
even there, it's like you can see he's
He was
cute.
actually being pretty good there.
You can see that he's cute, but also you can see that he kind of looks like he might be taken over by
something
something.
might be possessing him.
Yeah.
Anyway, Beryl,
Anyway,
you get an
Barry,
exaltation.
You get an exaltation in that you were kind of good. Mm-hmm. You were much better than you usually are, actually.
That's true.
Yeah. So good job, Barry. What's next? Oh, my summer odyssey.
What else have you been up to?
Well, I took many trips. I was on a little bit of a long thing.
Yeah.
I went to a powwow in Minnesota. I went to a powwow I went to my hometown. My tribe's powwow happened in July. I got to see my brother and sister-in-law.
Let's do some photos.
Yeah, let's do a couple.
This is called
photos.
visual aids.
Visual aids.
You went
Never
to
before
Hayward.
seen photos. I went to Hayward. This is my sister-in-law and my bad niece Suki.
Speaking of dogs,
in the way of dogs who are good and who are bad, Suki doesn't meet qualifications for a dog for me. She is just a little bit of.
She's so cute in that photo.
You know what? She is cute in that photo, but she's the opposite of Barry. It's like you never know she's there, and she barely interacts, you know?
Oh.
And the thing that she does do is that she runs away. She's like a flight risk. So she is just a little bit... She's a dog. I don't know. And she doesn't... The ways that Barry is bad, like, Suki doesn't have a personality at all.
That's so funny.
She just is so quiet, and I want a dog who's like, you know, excited to see you and cute and
That's
playing
true.
and
That's
doing cute
true.
dog stuff, and she just doesn't do any of that. But she is good in that you won't even know she's there. My partner really loved her, called her a type B dog, and they're both
Yeah,
like
that
very
makes
quiet
sense.
and like to like sit and be quiet. So she would sit by him a lot and just like be petted, and she also doesn't really like being petted. I don't know, but she does look really cute in her life jacket. So
Yeah, and
we
can
spent.
you please ID this fish that your mother is holding?
Yeah,
for us?
I think she's holding a bass. I don't remember exactly. I can't see it, but I think she's holding a bass that she caught off of our dock, and that's my brother and my mom.
Cute.
Lots of fishing was done on the trip.
Cuties.
Yep. Next up, we have
This.
yeah, we got to visit. This is like where I grew up. This house actually is the house that my great-great-grandfather built for my great-great-grandmother.
So romantic.
It's so romantic. Hayward actually was a place where a lot of logging happened. I mean, all of northern Wisconsin was logged. And a lot of that was happening right there. And actually, my great-great-grandfather was a logger and had, I think, like a logging company. So it is there's like a little book about this house, and it's very interesting that he chose to build the house out of stone. Now, this house is on a lake called Grindstone Lake. That is my ancestral home. It is where I grew up. It's where, you know, all of my best, like, oldest memories are at this, the beach that's, like, in front of this house. But this is the house where my grandfather was born. And there's this interview of my great aunt where they're, like, asking her about the house. And they're like, so your dad was, like, a logger, and my great great grandmother was Native American. She was actually from Bad River, but why is the house made of stone and not timber? And my great aunt Elizabeth, who I have like a picture of her when I was a baby of her holding me. My great aunt Elizabeth said, because my mom, they're like, why did he use pink sandstone, right, from the lake, which is, it's such a chore, right, to build a house out of stone rather than like the timber that you already have, presumably, because you own a logging company. And she said, so why did he choose to build a house out of pink sandstone instead of timber? And her answer was, because mom wanted it that way. So I come from a long line of really bossy women who love the color pink.
So true. It runs through your blood.
It runs through my blood, and I
wanted it this way. She wanted it that way, so he did it that way.
Exactly. It had a new roof put on it, like at some point, just to try to protect the stone. But that's the house where my grandfather was born, and many of my ancestors have lived in that house. And
very cool.
Yeah. And then this is skipping forward. So I went from Hayward to Washington, and then I went from Washington to
Idaho.
Fort Hall. Yeah, Pocatello, Idaho, which is where my partner's family, my partner's Shoshone, so their reservation is on Fort Hall. So they were having their festival of the summer, Showband Fest, in early August. And yeah, we went to Fort Hall. This is the Fort Hall Bottoms, which is like kind of the area that's down by the Snake River. Idaho is so beautiful, very dusty, a climate that I am not accustomed to at all, but it's gorgeous. It's so beautiful.
Tell them what happened to you that was so evil and sad.
Well, I'm a headache girly, but Park has always warned me, like, you know,
I grew up in Idaho, if you didn't already know that. So southern Idaho too.
Yeah, like, you know, make sure you have all your fluids before you get there. And I just forgot this time. I did it. I went there last year too, and I made sure to, like, you know, hydrate before I got there, but I forgot to do that this time. But then I got there and I was like, oh, I forgot to do it, but it's fine. I feel fine. Like, I feel great. And then, like, 2 or 3 days into the trip, which was the second night of the powwow, I got one of the worst headaches I've ever had. Like, I didn't know what to do. I, like, had such a bad headache. I was like,
a migraine.
Yes. I'm like, is something wrong with me? So I felt really bad. It's
so dry, and the elevation, it's also, so it's a dry desert. So it's dry and it's high elevation and it's dusty. So it's like everything all at once. Your skin feels so dry and, like, scaly, and then you cannot keep up with your water intake.
But I didn't even feel thirsty is, like, the thing. It's, like, weird. So I just got, this is so sad, altitude sickness at, however, 4,500, you know, elevation. I know, but I am definitely a flatlander, as I call it. I'm used to being at sea level, and I need to, like, really.
Every time I go home, I feel like I'm, like, hungover every day.
Yeah.
And not having drank anything. It's like you have to keep up or else you have a headache. And I was just telling my parents, I was like, you guys, this is kind of a harsh climate to live in for you guys at your age.
Really harsh. Like, the dust, I don't know, the climate is really intense. But it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. We had fun at the festival. We got to see, like, a lot of bison up really close. They were behind, like, they were, you know, it's the tribe's herd. So they were, in, not in an open space, but one of them came right up to the little fence and was like, hi. It was really beautiful. And I had some good Mexican food there. Oh my gosh, what was it called?
That was in Pocatello.
Los Tacos Sol Azteca. Yes. So good. I had, like, the best sopis there.
Okay, write it down. If you're going to Pocatello.
Apparently, I told Park that, and she's like, yeah, we have, like, kind of good Mexican food, like,
very
in Idaho.
good.
Yeah.
You have it until you kind of, like, the farthest north I would say that it's good is Caldwell in Boise area. Even Boise is a little, like, you do need to probably go to Caldwell, but yeah, southern Idaho has delicious Mexican
and I think
food.
I'm under the impression that there's a large Mexican population in
correct.
Pocatello. So
All
really
Southern
good
Idaho, yeah.
Mexican food. And then we went to the Idaho Natural History Museum.
Cute.
I got to have my one treat, which was getting a dirty soda.
Yes.
I actually had 2 dirty sodas on this trip.
Thank you, Mormon
Thanks,
culture, for
Mormons,
that.
for one of the only things.
The only thing.
I went to Swig and I got my favorite one, which is Super Trooper. It tasted different this time. I don't know.
Remember when I tried it and it was so bad?
It wasn't
They messed
great.
mine up horribly.
It was still what I liked, but it didn't taste as much like a melted slushie as the previous one, which is what I really liked. I think the secret is that you just have to let it melt for an hour.
Well, I need to try again and have them do it right. Because
they
remember mine
did
was
yours
totally
in the best
wrong.
Subway. Yeah. So I got that one at Swig, and then actually on the reservation there's a store called the Blue Corner Store, and they have a little stand that's like a dirty soda and coffee stand, and they had I remember last year Park was you have to try one that's dark with dark soda. So I got a Dr. Pepper coconut cream and caramel.
Yum.
Oh my god, it was so good. It tasted like a root beer float kind of, but
Have
with
any
Dr.
of you
Pepper.
guys tried dirty sodas? Because if you're not familiar with the concept, it's the Utah Mormon tradition, because soda culture is huge because they don't drink alcohol. But it's getting the soda and getting pumps of syrup in it, and really it's getting cream in it, and it's really good.
I learned something interesting about Mormons, which I didn't know, which is that they can have caffeine, but it can't be hot.
Yeah, they can't have coffee and tea.
I see. But that's because it's hot. It's not because there's caffeine in it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And I heard, I'm not going to spread my conspiracy theory.
Why not?
Because I don't know if it's real. Okay, I'll spread it with the
Spread it.
context. I have hair in my mouth. I'll spread it with the caveat that maybe it's a conspiracy theory and I haven't researched it. But the going theory when we were growing up, so Southern Idaho has tons of Mormons as well. So growing up in Twin Falls, I had all Mormon friends. And it was they couldn't drink. They couldn't have caffeine, but then maybe the church got stock in Pepsi Cola, and so then they switched it, and it was oh, now I've been
They
told
are such
by
girl bosses.
the prophet. The prophet has spoken to me.
The prophet
and
said it's actually
that
okay to have
you can
Bippies.
have soda with caffeine in it.
Okay, that sounds real.
That's what I've heard, and it checks out. It checks out with their girl boss mentality.
They really do have a girl boss mentality. I'll give them that.
Yeah. Very funny.
Yeah.
Dirty sodas are good. You can even get them at Sonic. You can click make it dirty. It's fun.
And they will. Sage got a really good choke cherry lemonade one too at that
Ooh,
the
yum.
stand, the Blue Corner.
I love
stand.
choke cherry.
So, yeah, that was my month and a half of travels. Next up,
Hey babe, I really like the ring on your finger.
oh, you do?
Do you like this one?
Oh, so pretty.
This one with the opal. Babe, do you like the ring on my finger?
Babe, I really like the ring on your finger. Where did you get it? A bad day to have ugly nails.
True.
Don't look.
We can't do nail ring content and have our ugly nails.
And then also, I have this one. Is that close enough?
Yep.
This one on top, not this one on the bottom.
Well, chat and avid knit chit chat watchers, we are here to announce that I still do think there are a few slots left for the James and Watts jewelry collection pre-orders of opal rings.
Yeah, his first collection was released last month and
sold out
immediately.
sold
out
quick.
immediately.
Like,
They
I
are the
couldn't even
hottest-
post about it before they were gone.
Yeah, same. The hottest new item. I actually don't think I posted about it yet. I need to do that. Here, hold on.
So,
Ring of Power.
yeah. as
Is
you all
mine
know,
showing up? I feel like
our
it's
dear
not.
friend
Here, make them kiss.
Kiss. Ooh, slurp. James, who is good at everything, has also begun a jewelry line. If you haven't heard yet, J&W Jewelry. And just maybe 2 days ago, did a drop of opal ring pre-orders, which I thought was really a nice idea because you get to pick out your opal from the lineup, and then you also get to choose the size.
You get to choose your player.
You get to choose your player. So jump on that quick if you love beautiful things made by beautiful people.
So cute, so fun, and he's going to continue dropping jewelry. So.
Yeah, keep a lookout there. And also, if you like the branding, which you should, shout out to Kaden McGreevy who made the logo.
Okay,
Jessie,
I have something I need to talk about.
please.
Well, Survivor is about to come back at the end of September. However, I started seeing content on. Now, I don't follow World Survivor. I know that Australian Survivor is supposed to be amazing, but I haven't found a way that I can watch it.
And people talk about Survivor Australia like it's way.
And I believe it. Like many
okay.
Survivor experts say that Survivor Australia is way better than Survivor US. And I think that old Survivor is better than new Survivor here. New Survivor leaves a lot to be desired. I want to touch up. You do me. Mm-hmm.
This is, by the way, Hug Me by MAC.
Yeah, and I'm using my Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut.
And I'm wearing
Lip
Subculture.
liner. Yeah, MAC Subculture. Park brought her what I called weird lipstick over her.
And then
said,
you put it on.
Well, you said it was kind of plummy brown, and I was like, "Where's your weird lipstick?" And I put it on. I said, this is kind of beautiful.
Uh-oh, gorgeous on me. Yeah.
I don't usually like brown, but it has a little pink to it.
It's so
And
pretty.
I also feel like things often pull really pink or red when we're doing this. I don't know. I usually just like pink on my face, but I think that this is really pretty.
It is really pretty, and I like it with the blue.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Survivor Australia. Supposed to be really good. So the newest, but I don't know how to watch it consistently. Like, I've heard that you can I don't know, pirate it or something, but I don't do that.
Yeah. The messaging got to you early as a kid.
Literally. Well, I just
I've heard those ads that play at the beginning of the movies that are like,
yeah,
this is worse than this.
I just more so don't. I'm lazy and I don't want to get a virus on my computer, definitely. And I don't know enough about computers to fix it. So it's not that I'm that lawful or ethical when it comes to pirated foreign movies, but I don't know how to do it, and I whatever. So, but I've always really wanted to watch Australian Survivor. So I started getting content on TikTok about this new episode. The newest episode of Australian Survivor is Australia versus the world. So it's the best of Australian winners versus the best of the world winners. And let me tell you who is on this cast. Now, I don't know anybody from Australia. I don't know any of these other Survivor shows. I didn't even know there were Survivor shows in other places.
Yeah.
So the US and the world, everybody is together on the world team except for Australians, right? The people who are on it from the US are Parvati.
We'll get
Our
to her
all-time
later.
favorite player.
Black Widow.
Parvati, Suri.
Oh.
Black Widow.
We love Suri.
We love Suri. She was part of the Black Widow Brigade with Parvati on a season that was so iconic for
We've
Survivor.
already talked about
it. The season where the girls actually all got together and devoured the men. They were called the Black Widow Brigade. It was incredible. All of these hot,
Parvati
sexy women
and Suri back again.
back together again. And the third person is Tony. Tony, who has won twice.
Not Tony.
Tony is Sam's favorite player.
Tony. Oh, he's so fun to watch.
He is so funny and so fun to watch. And it's they're all masterminds, right? And I assume everybody who's on the show is a mastermind. And they're all playing at such a high and advanced level.
How many episodes have you can watch them all, or they're coming
There's
out?
only been 3, but I watched all 3 of them on YouTube. I think they're not supposed to be on there, but I watched them.
Oh, okay. So
but
I need to get on it quick
that's why I was
before
you have to watch them now.
Okay.
You need to watch 1, 2, and 3. Episode 1 was, I was telling Park that episode 1 of Australia versus the World was better than like the last 9 seasons of American Survivor combined. They show so much more of the strategizing and like everything that's happening.
Does
but
it
also
feel more like your olden days Survivor?
Yes. Yes. Although it doesn't have really the survival aspect, and more so, I think it's only going to be 16 days. I think it's a super compressed timeline. But the level of gameplay is
so high.
In the last 3 episodes has been so high and so good.
I can't wait.
I don't know what to do with my... So if you are looking for something to
Tomorrow morning,
watch...
I wake up 5 a.m.
5 a.m. Survivor. 6 a.m. karaoke practice.
Uh-oh, I need to prepare myself, though, again, to start another Survivor
Park
season.
gets really...
We've already talked about this
We've
again.
talked about this. She gets real into
infected.
it. She gets infected with the bug. And I actually think that Park should go on Survivor, but that's for another show.
And that's what my brain gets infected with, is Park
Babe,
also
stop
thinking
releasing patterns, start training, and improving your grip strength.
True.
Thank you. That's all I have to say. Until you watch it.
Okay, well then let's just jump right to the book that Jessie and I just finished both, which is Poverty's audiobook, Nice Girls Don't Win.
Yes.
And I started
listening. No spoiler alert, sorry. Parvati won the season, the Black Widow Brigade season, where she, like, everybody was together as the girls.
You guys have to watch that season if you watch nothing else.
Yeah.
It's one of the best seasons of TV ever.
But she's just such an iconic character in general. Yes. She also was on Traitors. Like,
she's just fun. She actually, I saw her on Traitors before I even watched
true.
any. And you said it was because I fell in love with, we've talked about this before, I think, but I fell in love with Suri in Traitors season 1. And so then Poverty was in season 2.
When you fell in love with Suri, I was like, you need to watch Survivor. You need to watch a real reality show. Yeah.
And then I started the next thing of Traitors. And again, Jessie was like, please start Survivor. And I did. And fell in love with Suri, fell in love with Poverty, and many more. But I started listening to Poverty's audiobook.
Well, she's texted me about it as I was about to arrive at the airport in Salt Lake City to fly home, and she's like, Jessie, Poverty's new audiobook, I'm listening to it. Like, I was like, oh my god, I know what I'm doing on the flight.
Downloaded and listened to it way faster than I did.
Yes.
But I was walking around, listening in my headphones, running errands, and the chapters where she would give the play-by-play of her Survivor seasons, I was grinning like I was out in public and I could not help myself, like grinning, reliving those moments, like having watched them on TV, laughing so hard to be like, oh yeah, I remember that part. However, no offense to our baby and our queen, Poverty, but
she's not a writer.
She's not a writer, and also, like, we loved the Survivor chapters so much, and there were not very many of them, and so the rest was kind of her life, and it was like her childhood was very interesting, but then like her life after it was kind of like she was having to heal from being called a villain on Survivor and like self-actualize.
Well, I do think the parts it was really interesting to hear how emotionally devastating it is to like have to be on a show like that, or just like it was when you're lying to people and like I don't know, like the really toll that it takes on people was interesting to me.
It was very interesting. Yeah. And then it was just hard because as huge lovers of her, it was like hard for her to be like, I had to like fix some parts of me about how I did Survivor. Like I needed to be less like less like fawning over people and like. And
she grew up in a cult, so she has this like highly evolved fawn reflex, I guess, like in stressful situations.
She knows how to get what she wants,
which we love about her.
We love that about her, but it was just funny to watch her kind of like talk about her whole life journey and how she has to kill the Black Widow inside of her, which I'm like, ends the
but
book
I like it.
She ends the book being like, this is in memory of the Black Widow, and says like she's no more, and it's like, no, you are the Black Widow, and that's who we love.
We liked it when you weren't self-actualized.
We liked when you're evil.
We're the demons in your mind.
Because also she was never evil.
She wasn't evil. It was a lot of, I think, misogyny. Really good, flirtatious. I mean, it's just like watching a masterful woman manipulate
with incredible
everything around
social
her.
skills.
Yes.
Like, everyone likes her.
Everybody
and
likes her.
Sorry.
As they should. She's extremely likable.
It was so fun. Anyway, it still was worth it to me because you get to hear
You got
a lot about
an
it.
inside scoop.
But I really wanted way more Survivor stuff.
I agree.
She talks about another Survivor season when she played Winners at War, and literally she gave 5 sentences to it. And I was like,
I didn't even remember that season.
I was like, give me so much more. I want to hear everything.
Yeah.
But it still was fun.
True. Speaking of audiobooks, I've been listening to I finished the Parvati one and I was like, Park, I like that, but there's a point where it just kind of felt a little bit, I'm not trying to devalue anybody's life story, but she's not a writer, and so the writing is kind of simple, and like some of the like, I don't know, realizations are just kind of like run-of-the-mill basic, like,
Yeah.
she's had an interesting life, but it's like,
It was
a lot of it's
basically-
kind of shallow.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And that is her last
And
name.
it is her last name. I don't think she's a shallow person, but it's like, I just don't think she got like really deep into like anything like, you know, wild in the book. But I was like, I'm craving another thing like that. And Park is like, well, you have to listen to the Julia Fox book then, which is called Down the Drain.
Have any of you guys listened to that? Because it is...
She's had a wild life.
That one is unlike any other memoir that I have ever listened to or read. She's also very fun to listen to because she has a very iconic voice reading it. But it was one where I just had no idea what
I didn't
her
really
life
know
story was.
The only thing I knew about her is that, you know, she had some amount of like status, I guess, in New York City like social scene, but I also knew that she dated Kanye West, and those were the only things that I knew
was really
about
when
her.
we were like, most of us were introduced to her, and so it was kind of like
She has like fun fashion sense, and that's like
Yeah.
the only thing that I knew about her.
But
I don't really
whoa.
follow celebrity anything, so this book, she has had a wild life, and like Park was like, it's fun, and I'm like, I don't know if I would call it
Did I
fun.
say fun?
Yeah, you're like, it's a fun one.
Oh, I
mean,
said
it's like,
it's a fun one in
I
terms
can't
of
stop listening.
Yeah, like your jaw's on the ground fun. Like you're like, where are we going next? But it's very dark.
It's very dark.
Yeah.
Her life has been wild, and also it's like it's a lot. I think that if you're a person who's like triggered by anything like
yeah, a lot of
domestic
addiction,
abuse,
a lot of violence.
like don't listen to this book.
Yeah.
But if you can stomach that, if you just want to hear somebody's like wild life story, that's like entire. My prevailing thought when I was listening to the beginning is just like, wow, I was such a good girl. I'm
right?
not a bad girl. Like I never got in trouble. I never wanted to do drugs. I like never wanted to like.
I know.
I wasn't interested in any of that kind of stuff ever. And it's just like people are so different, and listening to it from the perspective of just somebody who's so different.
Bad girl.
The bad girl, yeah, is like, woo.
I know, it's kind of like I can't
believe you did that. Did you get in
literally
trouble?
Can't believe you did that. And I also can't believe that you're like a human to tell the tale.
A functional
now.
human
functional
now.
human. And
It's a ride.
It
I'll
is.
say that. I feel like it's not a lot of like introspection even. It's like telling things as they happen, at least to where I've gotten so far, and I think I'm almost done with it.
Yeah.
But it is a wildly entertaining, like, whoa.
It is.
Like roller coaster of bad relationships and abuse, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's but I can't stop listening, and I will probably finish it soon.
Yeah.
If you're entertained by that kind of thing, good audiobook to listen
audiobook.
to.
I just finished, not just, a couple weeks ago, I
look at
finally
how warm
finished
it is.
The Name of the Wind, which I'd already talked about, but I really did like it. So good job, Kaden and James, who recommended it to me. It is a really fun, solid fantasy book, and you get to keep the copy.
Passing it off to me, and I will
I know.
read it next.
Isn't it such a good warn?
It is.
And
I'm
it's-
afraid that I'm gonna like break it.
No, it's okay.
Look at how it lays. It lays like
Lays
perfectly
flat.
flat.
It's very a good sensual experience reading the big book. I have not yet started the second one. I think I'm gonna wait a while. I have a lot of other books that I want to read first, and I think it will be fun to like give myself the treat of the second book at a later time. Why are you reading in the middle? You're gonna spoil so much.
It was captivating.
Yeah,
Patrons,
see?
maids, and metheglin
You're gonna love it.
in capital letters. I restrung my lute. It sucked me in. What can I say?
What can you say?
All this is 3 paragraphs about stringing lutes. I don't know what you're so mad about.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. But I'm saving the second one, giving myself a little break, especially because that third one will probably never come. So I might as well just enjoy the second one.
That's right.
But still, I did recommend it.
I mean, this book was recommended to me so many times, many years ago, by my friend Sam. And I'm just so bad at following through and reading things. I love Melissa Broder. I really liked her like kind of book of essays called So Sad Today, and I loved The Pisces, a real weird book.
I loved Death Valley too.
Yeah.
So.
And I really want to read Death Valley also.
And
but
I want to read The Pisces.
I love her as a writer. I will say that like when I was reading like what this was about, sometimes I read what something's about and I'm like, I'm not interested about that.
Yeah.
And this is like very obviously about like somebody with an eating disorder and I'm like, I don't want to read about that.
Yeah.
So I haven't, like I've had the book for a long time and I never read it. But then a new James N. Watts Substack dropped. And I know Park has read this book and recommended it to James. And James read it and then wrote a Substack about it.
Sam also recommended it to James.
Oh, within 5 minutes of meeting James, when I introduced James and Sam is my writer, my best friend who's a writer, and who just met James, and James is like, I like books with weird sex and like lesbians and like things he like, you know, likes to read about. And Sam is like, this is the first book that she recommended to him within like 5 minutes of meeting him.
And she was so accurate with that. When I was reading the book, that's what happened is I started reading it and I said, James, have you started Milk Fed yet? Because this book was made for you. You're going to love it. And finally he got around to it and he did say it is now his favorite book.
It's his favorite book. And he said he like highly related to like the character.
The thing about her books is like the voice that she uses, it feels very much like from her perspective, or there is definitely a part of her that is the main characters in the books, and it's so honest.
Or does it just
kind of
feel
brutal.
that way because she is so good at writing characters?
I don't know that. I don't feel like the details are the same.
Like about her.
No. But the main character in that and the main character in Death Valley, there is a similar air about the two of them.
And the main character in the Pisces, as I read, you know what I mean? As I read this, they're all a little bit.
Like her voice is so honest and a little brutal in a way of like she's not afraid to be really just a human that's a little embarrassing, and to really put words to kind of all the thoughts that she has as a human and all of her like neuroses and all of that. And it's very like honest. She just writes. She's a good writer. She writes a characters really well, and she writes really unlikable characters that you care about, like, or that I always care about really well. It's like sometimes I read reviews of her book that are books that are like, I hated the main character and I didn't like this book because there was nothing likable about the character, and it's like I can really get into a book that where the main character is not likable if the character is written well and if I feel like I can understand them. And I think that like sometimes I read a book and a character isn't written well and I'm like, I don't like this person and there's nothing that's like helping me understand them, and so I don't want to read it. But it's like I feel like her writing propels you forward because she writes unlikable character or imperfect people. Yeah, exactly.
Really, and imperfect and weird, you know, people really well, and like puts to words like thoughts that I think weird or bad thoughts that I think everybody has, like this like weird part of your brain that nobody ever gets to see, laid out on paper. Just, you know, is she does a really good job with that, and it's always really funny. She's really funny.
We forgot to say that. She's really funny.
It's like absurd and
I
funny.
can't wait for you to get to some of the sex scenes. Oh my god. Yeah. You were kind of like the first one, you go, okay, we are going there.
We're in it.
And then luckily I like when authors keep it going, because it's like you can't just have one at the beginning and then it's like, so anyway, Milk Fed.
I love sex, so I'm sure I'll love it.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Oh, also, everybody appreciate the milk nipple.
I
The
know.
raw red nipple.
I really like her covers. They're fun.
They're really cool. I need to borrow Death Valley from you too because I really want to read that one.
Yeah.
I
I'm still
love her.
working on Martyr, but I haven't finished it yet. But
Are you liking it?
I'm really liking it, yeah.
Good. Nice. That is the end of our book section.
No, you have to do this.
Oh,
Closing the book.
that's a clam, not a book.
Okay, and we just have one last thing that we need to discuss, which is
And
I can't believe
I yelled at her for not discussing
and
this last
I
time.
got yelled at in the comments too, and I got yelled at in my DMs because people didn't think that I knew the update. Please hold. Can you please entertain them for 2 seconds?
Hi everybody. Park is taking her clothes off. It's making me uncomfortable. What am I supposed to do on the camera by myself? You got me.
So we have a Paige and Azzi update for you all, which is 2 months late, or maybe even 3 months late at this point. I don't know, but I never updated you. For those of you just tuning in, I have an embarrassing, had an embarrassing moment of being just completely obsessed with seeing if Paige and Azzi were dating or just best friends. They were.
You and a lot of other people.
Oh, yeah. This is a whole thing. This is not just me. But similar to the Kristen Press and Tobin Heath era of speculation and wondering, this is what happened. Okay, so first of all, you can see my shirt. This was my birthday present from Kaden.
It's
This
so good.
is so cute.
She wore
because-
this during her travel days.
Yes, and this is so cute because this was from the basketball magazine Slam. They did a cover together, I think, in 2002 or 3. So it's like a couple years old, and this is when they're just
2002.
best friends. Okay.
2022?
Oh, duh. Yeah, 2022.
That's
So-
like us.
Yeah, it's like just doing a cover, and it's like all of us just are like, yeah, those are the two best friends. But now it's so cute because they have hard launched their relationship. We all knew, but it's nice when you get the confirmation. However, this is what I need
How
to say.
did they hard launch?
Okay, this is what's very funny about it. So, as we all know, I talked to you guys about the draft, how, like, Azzi was the first hug that Paige gave. It was, like, very romantic and beautiful, and she whispered, I love you. So, we had lots of clues. The official hard launch is wild because it was just a mere selfie. Also, Azzi was now attending all of Paige's basketball games in Dallas. Azzi lives in Connecticut, okay, because that's where she goes to school. She was, just at every single one of her
Right.
best friends' games.
I would be at all of your games.
Then they did the TikTok, you would be, but
Thank you.
then they did the TikTok trend of, like, the trend where it's like, oh, how much was the bill? And the person's
Yeah.
like, $200. And they're like, oh, that's not bad. And
Yeah.
then the person that's actually doing the check does
Yeah.
it. And a lot of other couples in the WNBA were doing that, and Paige and Azzi did it. So people were like, okay. And then what happened, like the official one, was Azzi was in a chair getting her makeup or hair done, I can't remember, took a, like, mirror photo, and her phone case said Paige Becker's girlfriend, like a sticker that said Paige Becker's girlfriend. And so everyone was like, zoom in, enhance. And it was like, did she mean to do that? We don't know, but clearly she's fine going around with that as her phone case. And then official was Paige did an interview where one of the people on the red carpet was asking, like, to play the game of guess your women's basketball girlfriend or something, and was asking Paige all these questions about Azzi, and then at the end it was like, and girlfriend reveal, and she said, Azzi Fudd.
Why did I just get chills?
I know.
That is such a good hard launch.
And then, but this is the problem that I need to say. I love, but I feel like we didn't have to work very hard for it. It happened so fast.
This is Park's problem.
But this is also
she
because
lives for the tension, and then when she has it, she's like, I'm kind of grossed out.
I'm not grossed out at all. I'm actually
Yet.
so happy. And if I can only imagine, if I knew what I know now back in March, I would have been like, I would have been ecstatic.
Yeah.
But also, I was a little late to it. I'm sure that the girlies who were following this, like, they were following them from, like, high school and all through college. So I can imagine they're very excited.
Wait, so do you think they've been dating for that long, or just, like...
I have no idea, but I hope that they do a podcast episode or something where they tell us the whole timeline, because it would be so fun to hear it.
What a fun way to, like, play with people.
I know. And also, like, just imagine your best friends, like, when do you... Who made the first move to be like, I have romantic feelings for you, and that's so scary, and I can't believe that they just did it anyway.
Yeah.
At the cost of maybe losing their friend. I'm so proud of them, and they're so cute.
If they were real friends, though, they wouldn't have. Nothing would have happened. Nothing would have been lost.
Yeah, that's true.
Although when they break up,
They're never
sorry,
breaking
everybody
up.
who gets together stays together forever is the only way to do it.
Yes, thank you so much. Don't say that. How dare... Shh.
I'm ready for a
say
scandal.
that, you guys. So we're very happy to finally say it's official.
I have an important question.
Yes.
Did anybody comment on your shirt in the airport?
One person did.
What
And
did they
it
do?
was when I was ordering, I think, lunch in Seattle.
Uh-huh.
I think it was Seattle. And she said...
Wait, were we with you?
No.
Oh.
It was just Caden. He wasn't with me either.
Okay.
He was watching the bags. And I was like... I was ordering my stuff, and she says, I really like your shirt. And I said, thank you. And then she said, my cousin's really into them. And I said, oh, me too. And then she was like trying to kind of talk to me more about basketball, but I could tell she really didn't know much, because she was like, I went to a game the other night, and I was like, oh, the Seattle Storm? And she's like, yeah. Oh, she said, I went to the Seattle Aces, and I was like, the Storm? And she was like, oh, yeah, I went to the Storm. And I saw, and she started to, like, just say a person, and I had to, like, fill it in, and
yeah.
Or, like, kind of be like, I know who you're talking about, but I think we're going off somewhere else. But it was very cute, because her cousin was obsessed, and I'm sure that she said, I saw someone wearing a Paige and Azzi shirt.
I have a fun women's basketball story to tell, which is that when we were at Showband Fest for the powwow, where my partner was dancing, obviously, his grandma came for one of the nights, and I think he wasn't dancing until really late in the night, but we went by to go say hi to her, and we're like, hi Grandma Vera, like, how long are you gonna stay? She's like sitting in her she's from Idaho, but she loves the Packers, so she had a Packers shirt and then this like Packers shirt that we got her. We're like, how long are you gonna stay? And she's like, oh, I'm just gonna stay past Grand Entry. I have better things to watch at home. And we're like, oh, what are you gonna watch? And she goes, women's basketball.
Cute. I love that, Grandma
So
Vera.
true, babe.
So true, babe.
She said WNBA.
Do you know what's so tricky, though?
What?
It is very difficult to watch the WNBA because there is the League Pass, which is really affordable. I think it was like $30 for the whole year. But in Chicago, I can't watch the Chicago games. It's like local TV, and I don't have cable. So it's like I can never watch the Chicago Sky.
Yeah.
And then random other ones are like, oh, you need to watch it over here, or sorry, you can't watch it. I do think, though, that next year they're getting a huge contract through one of the big, I think
good.
ESPN, actually. Thank God.
Pay those women.
Yes, they're getting a huge contract. And so I think it's going to be much better, and they're going to get a lot more money. They're still in the talks
As they
with the
deserve.
stupid commissioner about their new contracts, because it has really blown up in the past couple of years, revenue-wise and just like audience-wise. So hopefully they get big old contracts
let's give them
now.
money.
Yeah, agreed. Anyway, guys, that's
it. That's all we have to talk about today. I feel like it was such a fast episode, but it's okay because we are going to be back kind of quickly.
Yeah, we are. That's right.
But
this is our wind down, weave in our loose ends. Let us know really quick if there's anything else that we missed.
Yeah.
We can either hit it next episode or we can just address it really quick.
Yeah, we're evening things out because there was like a long break between the last two because we were traveling, but now between our next one is going to be only in 20 days, so like 3 weeks on September 10th.
September 10th, Wednesday,
6:30 p.m.
Same time, same place.
Yep. And then in the meantime, if you will be at Wisconsin Sheep and Wool on, I think it's the weekend of like September 5th to 7th, right? Mm-hmm. Wisconsin Sheep and Wool, I think it's in Franklin, Wisconsin. We, James Park and I will all be there. So if you see us, say hi.
If you see us,
we're not being
say
there like
hi.
in an official capacity.
No.
We're just going to be there
We're
hanging
just
out.
attending
We're
it
attending
and
it
shopping.
on one day. I'm not sure what day.
And you guys, please, please, please put out really good wishes that the alpaca teddy bear that infected my mind last year.
Of lore.
There was an alpaca teddy bear at the Wisconsin Sheep and Wool Festival last year, and it put a spell on me. I'm not a stuffed animal person. But this one, as Jessie can attest, it needed to be adopted by me. I needed it to be its mom. It picked me. I couldn't put it down. It was really big. It was so cute. I loved it so much.
She left her kid there.
And
she left it.
It also was $80. So I was like, I'm not going to buy...
small price to pay for a child.
I'm not going to buy an $80 teddy bear. However, I haven't stopped thinking about it for a whole entire year. So I'm getting my money together, and I have to go adopt my son. So please put in the good wishes that it still exists. And that same vendor is coming back with the same exact bear.
I put in my good wish. And I think everybody else has too.
And if it goes well, you all will be meeting my bundle of joy, a very special new baby will be entering the chat
and will be
on September 10th.
A new bombshell is about to enter the villa.
A new bombshell will be entering the villa, my new baby boy.
Oh, we haven't talked about Love Island. I have to be honest, I haven't even finished it because I got bored. But
yeah,
it was fun while it lasted.
As I said, it was so long.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. We
God,
love you
that's
all
it.
so
We
much.
love you. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you
We'll
for
see
your
you
attention.
in 3 weeks, hopefully.
Thank you for your chats. Thank you for everything. Yes, everyone is encouraging me to get the bear, but also
SpawnCon.
Are also
Offer
true.
SpawnCon in exchange for the bear.
Going up to a random vendor at the Wisconsin Sheep and Wool
Hey,
Fest
have
and
you
being
heard
like,
of me?
Hey, have you heard of Knat Chit Chat?
Are you familiar with my work?
Yeah. Well, would you like to sponsor it? Because can I get this bear for free? I'll give you a shout out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Love you guys.
We love you again. Wednesday, September 10th, 6:30 p.m.
Wednesday, September 10th at 6:30 p.m.
Call the Chit Chat
Like
hotline.
and subscribe and comment on the video.
Maybe watch our video at least 1 million times.
Yeah, everyone watch all of our replays 1 million times and comment nice things. We love you guys so much.
Bye.
That's it. Bye. Let me remember how to exit because there's something else I need to do. Transition. I think I just do it like this. Bye.
This episode was made possible by our sponsor, CocoKnits, thoughtfully designed knit patterns and craft tools so you can delight in the making.
And the support of viewers like you. Artwork by Caden McGreevy. Music by Dan Poppin.
Call us on the Chit Chat hotline at 872-204-6976.
Again, that is 872-204-6976.
This is Jessie May.
This is Park.
We knitted.
We natted.
We chitted.
We chatted.
See you next time.
Goodbye.